Oh man.
All right, guys, we are
Wow.
back.
Oh, sorry.
No, no, perfect timing.
Best.
Perfect timing, Tempo.
I
You're
went to
right
say,
on.
wow, this is gonna be such a great match. Nah, but
Well, it is going to be a great match. You'd be absolutely right with that.
it will.
It is Winter and Rough, guys, that we're about to present to you. Another best of 5 for $10. And then, of course, after that will be our headlining match for the day. That is Axiom's Heart against Samsung's Solar. So
Oh
that's going to
man.
be a crazy one there, best of 7. But before
Yeah.
that, we got two really popular players here, or very well-known players. So
hmm
we're going to get to that very soon.
Yeah. Ruff and Winner, yo. If you've never seen Ruff play TVZ, then brace for impact because it's gonna get weird, man. Things are about to get really weird. Ruff plays like this. I don't even know how he does it. Like his mechanics aren't like super amazing, but like his thought process when he plays TVZ is so I don't even know the word. Like weird is literally the only thing I can think of, but it's calculated. But he's really good at creating these awkward situations
Yeah.
that he knows how to play out of, and his opponent will be kind of lost. So interested to see that. I know Winner likes to. He used to play a lot of Roach Hydra in ZVT, but his style nowadays, I think I've seen him pretty much do standard for the most part. Lingbane, Muta.
Mhm.
So we'll see if he folds to the pressure that I'm sure that Ruff is going to be putting on in the early game. This is the guy that did the Reaper Rush on Catalina at Red Bull Atlanta. And then he brings an SCV and then makes a planetary in between the main and the natural of the Zerg player. Like, he does some really weird stuff, but it's really fun to watch.
Have you ever played with him or practiced against him? Given that you were on the
I've
same
never
team.
practiced with him. Yeah, he's better. Like,
Hmm.
he's like I've gotten coaching from some of the Zerg players, but like were better than me. Like since I'm Diamond and they're pretty much pro. So
Yeah.
if anything, it'd be like a troll game. They'd wreck me though.
All right, looks
Oh,
like
show.
the players are ready, so we are gonna get started. And again, guys, this is Team Gravity Fight Night Week 6, and well, we got the hype video for you guys.
Let's get it.
Team Gravity presents Fight Night.
Y'all ready for this?
All right, guys. So this time around, I did switch the scene properly to the game. Apologies again if I didn't apologize already for that mistake. Just juggling some of these roles here. Again, our Maestro Current is out for today, and that's unfortunate because he really is a talented observer. And, well, now you're stuck with me doing it, so you see the results.
You still get the games, and it's good. It's good practice too, because you're like, damn, dude,
Yeah.
Karen he really puts in work at trying to get everything, and then to cast at the same time. It's actually pretty hard. I've done it before, and let's just say it's not something that I do, like as a daily activity. Like, oh, I can't wait to go cast and stream and also observe at the same time.
Yeah.
It's rough, man.
There's
Gotta
like a
give
lot of
props.
steps. A lot of steps you got to do, and it's easy to forget some of the stuff. So,
Oh, for sure, yeah.
yeah, I really
I don't think
do.
anybody can ever forgive you for that, though, man. Like that was too much.
Well, hopefully you
Just kidding.
guys do. All right, so we're gonna get started here. Game number 1, and the vetoes have determined the map will be Vonnie Research Station. This was game number 1 too for Semper versus Jim Rising.
Dude, I always forget how badass that the Fight Night graphic thing is.
Oh yeah,
Oh man, that thing is sick.
I think Cybert made that. So if you guys don't remember who Cybert is, he's the gentleman who was casting with me the last couple weeks. My friends call him Jimmy Neutron. Yeah. So yeah, he's very talented in making a lot of these graphics as player cards you guys see as well. So you're gonna see a couple of them as we introduce the players here. So we do have the red Terran spawning at the very top of Vonnie Research Station. And he is a newer member of Team Ascension. And, Tempo can tell you a little bit about that because they were on the same team before. But, yeah, he's spawning up here. representing the new wings, guys, it is going to be the player by the name of RuFF.
RuFF. That's funny because Loopy is like Winner's dog, and RuFF is the sound that a dog would make. Hot damn.
Oh, wow.
But this
that
guy
is
spawning in the south. Next level meta. Tempo really takes it deep.
Yes, you do.
So, this player spawning is the green Zerg player representing NVIDIA, actually. Spawning in that lovely green, it is Winner.
Oh, isn't that perfect? NVIDIA spawning in green?
Right? He knows how to market, man.
Did he actually choose this color?
I have no idea. Now I'm wondering. Does he always pick? I don't know, man.
But then
I
again,
think the cards, man, they line up too much.
Oh my gosh, look at his build here.
Whoa.
That is greedy.
I can dig it. That is, yeah, man. And the thing is here is that RuFF run for a CC first. So I don't know if Winner went for that as soon as he scouted, or if he was just like, you know what, I'm just going to go for it anyway.
That is a very good point. That is a very good point. So it could very well be a very proper response to what he saw out of RuFF. And so we're seeing both guys macro very heavily here.
Oh, yeah. Like, the opposite of what we saw last series, at least so far. And you notice here that Winner took the bottom base and also put down a creep tumor first instead of injecting. That's going to allow him to get that creep spread. He took the third in his base here because once you put that hatchery there, you're not really connecting. I mean, you're not really spreading creep except for connecting the two base. So really, really smart here, playing to the map and going to allow that creep spread to really start getting out there very fast.
Yeah, that's a great observation. And also, you know, when you have 3 hatches this early on, you don't have the economy to really take advantage of injects anyways. You have plenty of larvae to go around. So, yeah, creep tumor.
Oh my god.
This is a great thing to go for.
Can we look at RuFF's base just for a second, please? And
Wow.
when I said things were going to get weird, man, I was not kidding. 3-star ports off of CC first. Yeah. We'll see what he decides to do here, man, because if he goes for full-on Banshee style, then that would be pretty devastating if Winner doesn't make enough queens. Even having a Spore Crawler, if you have a lot of Cloaked Banshees, one Spore Crawler in a mineral line is not going to be enough. And this response with the Roach Warren, I don't think he knows what's coming his way. Well, never mind. As we do see this Overlord going in.
Oh, he's going to find out soon, and he's going to think, oh my goodness, not this again.
Oh, what?
Because RuFF
Yep.
he's actually kind of well known for this sort of a strategy. Mass Banshees, I think thousands of people witnessed it when he did it against Destiny a while back, and
Oh, yeah.
tensions flared in that game over this kind of
Oh
a
my
deal,
god.
so-
Jimmy's were rustled for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So RuFF is going to use that, employ that strategy here. Winter now, well, we got to keep an eye out for what his response is going to be.
Yeah, what is he gonna do here? A good scout there from RuFF too, with those Hellions. Even though he didn't get like too many kills, he was able to get in there, see a lair timing, although he didn't see the other base at that third location. Well, natural rather, I guess, whatever you want to call it, because Winner did switch it up just a bit. But RuFF got his Banshee scouted, and he's gonna go for it anyway. Like, he doesn't care. He says, okay, cool.
Well, you
Hey,
know,
cool story. You know what I'm doing, but whatever.
when you have 3 star ports, you can't exactly, you know, push the abort
Yeah.
button on Banshees unless you want to go mass Vikings or something, right? So
Yeah. I wouldn't suggest it either. I mean, that would be kind of... Or mass medevac without anything to heal.
right, exactly.
It's like...
Taking the
But,
whole
you know... This is going to be strange, and I wonder if Winner is going to be able to prepare adequately for it, because he needs to take it seriously. Even though he knows it's coming, you have to make the right response. 2 Spore Crawlers in the mineral line is really good. And, oh, look at all the queens that Winner is making. It's a really nice response to do this.
Yeah, it's exactly what you suggested, and we're also going to see, you know, Winter get a couple of Evo Chambers out of this too, upgrade the attack on these queens. It's going to help it a lot. One of the Banshees does go down. Cloak is now finally activated, and no detection here for the moment. Overseer.
Oh, there's no. Here comes the Overseer now, but yeah, there's no Spore Crawler in that mineral line. RuFF going to be targeting down some queens. But no, the Banshee's actually going to get caught. Jim Rising's mutas once again. I mean, flashback.
Yeah, I mean,
Same map, too.
This same map, yeah, he was stuck over in that natural for the longest time with Semper sort of hunting him down on both edges. But RuFF is going to keep these 2 Banshees alive for now. 12 workers killed in total by him, so actually good work done.
That's
by
not
him.
bad at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because those Hellions got, I think, 4.
Ooh, Winter does take out.
Another Banshee going down.
Yes.
But behind this, really nice move here from Winter as he drops down the creep where the location that RuFF would like to take his third. And damn, yo, RuFF is he's in deep. He ain't going nowhere. He's continuing to produce stuff out of these 3 starports.
Oh, he's
switching it
moving
up to
on
Ravens now, though.
Wow.
Wow.
With the Corvid reactor as well, so he is going all sorts of sky tearing here in this matchup.
Yeah. I really like Winter's creep spread here, though. Obviously, there hasn't been too much pressure on the creep because
Well,
of
yeah,
so
obviously.
heavy investment on these Banshees.
Right.
So it's like, well, creep is going to be pretty much covering the whole map. And Winter is going to be going for Roaches. A very interesting move. Although everybody knows Roaches can't shoot up, but
Yeah,
Queens
a lot of
can.
times- yeah, Queens can. And, a lot of times players, they'll try to basically, dare the Terran, like, okay, you want to open with a couple of Banshees. I'm just going to mass Roach all in you and watch your 2 Banshees kill everything off. But the thing is, RuFF doesn't just have 2 Banshees. He has, 5.
Yeah.
So, and another 3 on the way.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Banshees can actually
That's a
do a
lot
number
of
to Roaches
Banshees.
in that number.
They do so much damage, too. I wonder if he's going to go into upgrading them, too. So he's already getting the +1 attack. And when he goes into Mass Raven off of 3 base, I don't think, Mass Roach is not going to cut it. Winner's going to need to switch it up. May even go into Roach Hydra, which wouldn't be a bad idea. And I know that he's very comfortable with the style. So let's see what he does here. A few more drones getting taken out, actually. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, RuFF is, of course, this is something he's practiced a lot, and he knows that, when he's spending money on all of these gas-heavy units, he's going to have some minerals to work with. So you see him putting them into these Hellions, which we just saw deny that 4th base over on the left of Winter. In the meantime, though, Winter, not exactly decisive on what he wants to do with his resources. He's floating 2,000 minerals right now. That is a lot to work with, and he needs to do something with it fast.
I wonder, what his plan is here. He's already getting a 4th base, going to get even more minerals from the gold, actually. And that is a lot of Banshees that are coming around. And I don't think that's 2 Spore Crawlers, so that's not bad, but look at how fast they do die. Oh my god.
Yeah, spores are nothing for these Banshees, not in this number. They are going to go and try to massacre this 3rd base. Winter's going to pull the drones back. But let's be real, he's got plenty of resources to use. Even if you lose a few drones here and there, it's not a big issue.
Yeah, not bad at all. RuFF is going to actually engage the Queens. But with Transfuses, those Banshees are going to have to kind of fall back. And once again, Winter getting caught here with no detection, or at least no Spore Crawler at his main.
Yeah, he's just trying to rely on
35
the
workers,
Queens.
man.
25 workers
35
killed?
workers.
35 workers.
Yeah, 35. Damn, it didn't look like that much, but
Yeah, that is a lot. It just adds up over time. These Banshees, like you said, they do so much DPS. They, will one shot and then some these workers when they're in this number.
oh yeah.
But it looks
And
like
Roach
Winter's-
Hydra is going to be the choice here.
And the counterattack is coming now.
Oh wow, what does RuFF even have here? He has a Seize tank that is seized up. That is a lot of Roaches, not a lot of anti-air though. So he can't deal with the Banshees just yet. And oh man, this tank is putting in work. Point defense drones are gonna fix, they're gonna be able to soak up the Hydra shot. But the Roaches don't get nullified by it.
And with the tank on the high
Oh my
ground,
God.
7 kills to its name. RuFF able to hold that. And, oh, by the way, this 3rd base is a planetary, so that's going to wipe out a lot of
Yeah, that's not gonna
workers.
get broken.
Yeah. So that counterattack was held very nicely by RuFF. Didn't even have to bring these 2 Banshees back, which are still doing work over here in the main.
Yep, up to 40 workers killed, 41, and the Banshees are gonna go down. But we have a Hive on the way here for Winter, and he's gonna probably add in some Vipers. But I'm wondering how effective the Vipers will be. It's not even like the ground army of RuFF is what Winter has to worry about. It's
Yeah.
basically these Banshees that have been kind of wrecking.
Yeah, he's got a mixed bag going on over here. It's almost like a reverse Avalo build. Like Avalo goes with mech
Yeah.
and then he transitions to Ravens. We see RuFF actually going with the Ravens and the Sky Tier.
right
and
off
then
the bat.
transitioning back halfway to mech. It's kind of amazing.
It's so true. You speak wise words. Yeah, that's pretty funny. You don't typically see that like ever either. But damn, this creep already at the doorstep of RuFF. But I mean, he has Ravens, so he should be able to clean those up with the Banshees if he wants to. Doesn't even need to waste scans.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. With the Hellions on the ground too. So he's working on it right now. And this is like what, the third time where you've like mentioned something, the guy just does it right after. Tempo with the whip there.
GM tempos. I got a Smurf. Just kidding. I just hide out in Diamond League so no one expects me to make my my debut WCS run.
Tempo pulling the puppet strings here, I guess. So Winter,
I'm actually Solar. Just kidding.
that would be a scary.
We'll be
sight.
playing next. Oh man.
Winter
When I'm
right now,
Grandmaster, man.
He's close to max. I mean, he has been catching back up in the supply. Going with Roach Hydra here, and like you said, he's starting to add on some Vipers. So I think as soon as he gets some of those over here, he might try to make his move. But so far, he's hanging in there.
Yeah, he is. This position here too, I feel like it's very scary to attack into, because you look at the Ravens and you're like, okay, whatever, you know. But that is a lot of siege tanks, you know. They will be able to get blinding clouded very easily, but it really depends on how Winter will split. Because I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of Seeker missiles.
Yeah.
There's a lot of energy on these Ravens. They've been banking it up.
Yeah, the Seeker missiles for sure will make things very tricky for Winter when he's just going Roach Hydra. One thing he is doing right now, which is setting up contains, keeping RuFF from being able to take a fourth base, as you can see here. The creep on the ground. Roaches now are going to try to engage here. Plenty of point defense drones and nullify the Queens and Hydras, and that will give these Banshees almost free reign here for a little bit.
Oh, yeah. He decided that he wasn't worth it to try to hold it, but now the Vipers are going to be pulling those Ravens. And yeah, those point defense drones, man, they are clutch. But is it even going to be enough? It doesn't look like...
Seeker missiles.
Oh, there
Winter
go the
needs to
Seeker
split.
missiles.
And we'll get off an okay split there. Not losing too much. RuFF is going to back off now.
Yeah. And now look at the bank. I mean, they both have huge banks, but RuFF is just trying to get the ideal unit composition, and a lot of tanks against Roach Hydra is really good, but the Vipers, man, they make everything so much more difficult, especially if you don't spread out your tanks. If you look at RuFF's tanks, they're all like stacked up. And it's really just the Ravens with the point defense and the turrets that are going to be stopping Vipers from coming in.
And again, right as you mentioned, his tanks are stacked up. He, packs them up, starts moving them out. So again, tempo with the whip.
Oh yeah.
But RuFF is struggling to take a fourth base right now, and even if Winter trades evenly with him, it doesn't matter. Oh my gosh, all these tanks. And the Seeker missiles going down on the Roaches. At best, it causes friendly fire, and you can see that happen just like that.
He does clean it up, but yeah, like you said, those Seeker missiles did a bit of friendly fire. Although the Roaches were able to pounce on them before they sieged up, he was able to clean it up. And geez, this is such a strange. Like, how do you call these fights?
Yeah, I mean, because then
When
you
you have
see
so
the
many
point
Ravens.
defense drones, and they suddenly change the whole thing. But we see, Winter, he's still fighting here. He doesn't need to stay here if he doesn't want to, but the Queens can stay alive for a bit because of the transfers.
Yeah. So he's gonna try to go ahead. He does have the money to remax, but he's lacking in the gas department. He didn't take the gas at his fifth rather. I think he took the gold as his fourth, but his fifth on the left side he doesn't have. But damn, that creep spread is so good. Like, he sees pretty much the whole map. And it's at RuFF's doorstep because that is where his creep is, so... Denying that fourth is pretty good.
Winter's remax on Hydra, which is to obviously deal with the Sky Terran, but against these tanks, they're obviously going to be soft and squishy. And Winter's just trying to trade right now as best as he can here to make it difficult for RuFF to reinforce his army.
Oh, did he break him though? I think Winter might have broken RuFF here as the siege tanks are falling. You look at RuFF supply, it's nearly half of Winter's. But this planetary and the siege tanks are gonna have to hold here.
Yeah, RuFF has had to fall back.
Oh my
There's
God.
a lot of energy on those Ravens, so there's really not much he can do to defend this. And with the tank numbers running low, Winter is able to push back RuFF from getting a fourth yet again.
Yeah. I mean, when you go for like a really gas-heavy army like RuFF is, that fourth base is so important. Like you're trying to get all these upgrades. You're also trying to make... Oh my god. Well, if you can't take a fourth, you might as well make command centers until you can eventually. RuFF has so many command centers inside of his natural.
Yeah, the thing is, where are you going to drop the mules to mine? That's the issue, right?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? He's going to mine off of 3 bases. Mine out on 3 bases if he stays on here, so... Wow.
Yeah. I mean, this is... Getting a fourth is so incredibly important, and if you can't, then what happens is your opponent takes over the map, and you know what? He's more than happy to trade with you all game, because he's getting the info
all day,
that you're
yep.
not.
Yeah. So I wonder what RuFF's game plan is here, right? Like, the way that I look at it, he's on the 3 bases, he really wants to take the 4th, but, like... he hasn't, like, attacked or anything, like, he's not going in, he's just maxing out. And I feel like he's just going to try to get a composition that he can steamroll Winter with and just keep the pressure on. So even though Winter has a sick bank, if he's able to just get really good momentum going in, then he will be able to just kind of kill the reinforcements as they come out. But with that creep spread, man, Winter's going to get the best position on every fight if RuFF moves out.
Now, one thing that Winter's doing here is he is continuously remaxing on Roach Hydra. And when you go for this kind of a maneuver, you almost have to continue trading because the Roach Hydras on their own are not going to be as strong as a tank Raven kind of army, right? So if you're not continuously trading, you're letting RuFF approach max, you're going to be at the wrong end of the cost effectiveness battle. So one thing I want to see Winter do after losing these units is start going into a bit of Swarm Host and then really commit to that Spire that he's now adding right now. As well as the greater Spire that's doing some research. Go for some Corruptors and Vipers and really just make things difficult for this guy here.
Whoa, but hold that thought. A big attack on the left side. As you said it, you're going to try to trade out as efficiently as you can. Seeker missiles going off on pretty much everything. That tank line is looking pretty strong. And it's good to be trading, but I don't even know if he killed anything there. I don't even think... Well, I'm sure a tank at least went down, but dang, that looked really good for RuFF.
Yeah, I think honestly with that last remax from Winter, it was the wrong choice of units because as you can see exactly what just happened here, RuFF being able to win because just that unit composition is superior to Roach Hydra.
Yeah.
And so now Winter is going to have to scramble a bit here. He's got time, he's got bank to make it happen, but he's going to unnecessarily lose a lot of creep spread here as well as his base at this point.
All that hard work, man. And that base is gonna get killed. No cancel right before it was about to finish. And now, yeah, man. Like, Winter's gonna go into 10 Ultras, actually. I just saw a bunch of Ultras. 10 Ultras are coming out. I don't know if they have the chitinous plating, though. They do. They do.
But he did not put research into the melee upgrades. He's only starting +2 right now, so that's going to make these Ultras a lot weaker. But as these tanks are unsieged at the moment, can Winter hunt him down? He's not continuing forward.
If only he knew, yeah.
Before
they get seized up again. Though. You know what? There's Vipers here too. So this could be the perfect fight that Winter's been looking for. Oh, blinding clouds on pretty much everything. Not a lot of anti-air here, but I mean, does it even matter? At this point in time, if that base goes down, RuFF, man, that's the last real mining base that he has.
Yeah, these Ravens in a tough spot. What are you supposed to do here? Seeker missile those Ultras when they're right in the face of your own army? But
he might not have a choice. Gonna use auto turrets instead. I mean, you might as well out of the Swarm trailer, but he will clean up. He's actually gonna clean this up, but is the remax from Winter gonna be too strong?
Looks like Winter is again remaxing on Roach Hydra. He does whittle down RuFF some more. And while none of these battles have been cost-effective from Winter, if you see the resources lost, he's mined way more.
Not even close, yeah.
He can afford to spend.
That's the important part.
Yeah. I mean, RuFF's still unable
if this
to take
fourth
a
base.
base.
I feel like Winter just has to keep being aggressive. You notice that RuFF has a lot of money, but he's lacking in the gas department. That's because of this kind of unit comp that he has. It's really limiting by gas. So,
yeah.
Winter though going for the throat. I don't think he knows where RuFF's army is, but now he's about to.
Now we're starting to see Butas coming from Winter soon. The He does need to exterminate the Sky Terran threat before those mutas will become too useful. These Hydras are working at it.
Yeah, they're trying their hardest, and they're just going through. There's no detection here, so that Cloak Banshee is going to be putting in a lot of work, both of them. Muta's even showing up to the fight now, but yeah, you said it. That Sky Terran is at 3 attack and 1 plating, while the Mutas are on, I believe, +1 carapace, maybe? 1-1, actually, so not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, at this
Not
point,
bad at all.
not bad, and these Banshees, like you said, still putting in work. The scan there is for Ruff's benefit, not for Winter's, so without detection he has to back off. And finally, Ruff is able to take that 4th base. Just fine.
Oh. Yeah, if Winter doesn't break this base, look at how many... Is this even real life? Look at the 4th base of
Oh my
Ruff.
goodness.
He just dropped about 6 metric F-tons of mules.
You know what? I know Ruff has a game to win here. I would love to see him dance all of those at once, just for the heck of it.
They might have to be getting down a boogie, because here come the Hydras, the Lings even joining in, and the Muta is actually getting on top of those Vikings, and those mules are fresh. So if he realizes that before that planetary finishes, and yeah, it'll be a lot of wasted value. He dropped every ounce of energy that were on those orbitals.
All the mules are working overtime to repair right now as opposed to mine. And
Yep.
once again, Ruff is
Like,
able
I
to
wasn't
clean
called
everything
down
up.
for this. He's gonna clean it up, and Ruff is gonna, yeah, he's gonna hold. I don't get it, man. This guy.
Yeah, Ruff has been resilient despite basically being forced into the upper 4th of the map for this entire game. Hasn't even ventured
This
out
whole game.
for a long time.
Yeah. And this base is very important for the gas, but he hasn't taken it yet. So yeah, he's mining there, but it's really not what Ref needs right now. You notice he has 2K already.
Yep.
Winner is broke right now, but he's mining.
Well,
He's
he's not going to
spending
be
a lot
mining
of his
for
money.
long. Look at all these blue flame Hellions roasting everything at this base, and this is exactly what Winter doesn't need right now.
Not at all. He needs all the money that he can get. He's not rolling in it like Ruff was, and he doesn't have mules to drop either. These are blue flame Hellions doing so much damage. Damn, 75 workers have been killed by Ruff this game. Overall, from those Banshees. To that. But the base of Ruff does get taken out.
Yes, on the left side. So that actually does put a dent into Ruff's attempting a comeback here. But you know what? Winter running low on bank, finding less options.
He can't break Ruff, but he's able to trade out every once in a while. And denying that 4th is so big. But I mean, where is the army of Winter? Is he? There it comes. It's a Roach Hydra again.
Yeah, you know, the thing about Winter is he's gotten his spires. Okay, so he knows about the importance of having the Sky Zerg tech at his disposal. He just hasn't utilized it yet at all.
Like, he made a few mutas, right? And like they didn't really, like, it wasn't like a big muta ball. It was just some mutas flying in after the Roach Hydra.
Ooh, they might chase down this Banshee's gonna be close, not quite.
Oh man, he's gonna float one of his many orbitals over to that 4th location.
Still has another 5 just hanging out that natural. It's like a storage location for orbital commands.
These Hellions, I think this is actually really good for Winter. Denying that 4th once again. These Hellions are just trying to find a way in this cold, cold world. But, I mean, against Roach Hydra, unless they slip through the cracks, this is a great position for Winter. His mining is better. He has a pretty decent unit comp for what Ruff is going for. His tank count got reset, so he was not going to be able to deal with Roach Hydra again. I think this is the big push, man.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you know, Ruff is starving out here, and that's kind of the name of the game for the last 20 minutes or so. Or actually, maybe it's longer.
Yeah,
this is a
game, right?
36-minute game, but basically...
Holy crap, yeah.
Oh, these, Seeker Missile. Winter needs to split those mutas! He's just gonna run,
no!
but these two will chase it down! Oh, they kill off so many mutas there.
Oh, I don't even know. How many mutas was that?
It was more than this.
Damn.
But there's still plenty.
It was like that moment. Yeah, you think about it, you're like, dude, am I gonna get away? Am I gonna get away? But no. Nouch. This supply, though, does tell the story of the game. That's the name of the game. Like you said, starving out Ruff and just throwing that dirty esports money all over the place. Loopy, aka NVIDIA's winner, will take game number 1 after 37-minute game.
Oh, it's
Hot.
it's
Damn.
gonna be hard-earned money one way or another. I'll tell you that. Too.
He wants that money, son.
Yeah, it's less than minimum wage. It's just like I say.
After that game, yeah.
Man. But yeah, pretty crazy game there. Winter, you know, just trying to keep throwing units at RuFF until he just wears them down, dries them out resource-wise, able to persevere.
Yeah.
That's game 1. We still have
That's
a best
game 1,
of
right?
5.
Yeah.
So
In a best of 5.
yeah. So let's see what these guys are gonna do next for game 2.
Indeed. So that was cool, though. I mean, I figured I didn't know Winner still liked to play the Roach Hydra style. Or I wonder if he did it, like, because he was like, what in the blue hell is going on? Like, RuFF opened up with 3 starports with a CC first.
Yeah.
And he did a lot of work. He just was never able to close the game out. And then Winners was like all over the map. Like any other lesser player that wouldn't spread creep like that, wouldn't know to take the whole map, would definitely have fallen to that kind of style that RuFF did. So
Yeah, I mean, you know,
that's
RuFF,
definitely well response.
yeah, RuFF did a lot of work, but he was too poor. Never got a fourth
Exactly.
base. You're not going to be able to stop Zerg from just replacing things at a moment's notice.
Yep.
So.
So I wonder what map RuFF is actually. I bet he's gonna pick Catalina. I'm not gonna put money on it, but I bet he's gonna pick Catalina. I bet. What is that thing that base? Oh, Partoufs. Have you ever bet Partoufs on Base Trade TV before? It's like his currency that they have.
Oh, okay.
And you can like bet on games and whatnot.
I see.
It's not real money though. It's like a thing.
Well, maybe we can have something like
Partouf's
that here on
worth.
Hitbox. It would be one of the few features that this streaming service can't provide you because, you know, if you guys are watching this on Team Liquid through the embedded stream, you're missing out on a lot, man. The chat has so many things going on. Got these crazy, awesome emotes when you subscribe. Not to mention the ability to, well, post GIFs, right? I mean, these, you know, memes and images and stuff. You can't see that on any other competing streaming service. So,
No, that is the coolest one where you can post the gifs and whatnot. Like, so people post some really funny ones, and when people realize it, I think they're like, "Oh my god, this is like the best thing ever."
yeah,
I know I abused it at first.
I know. I've yet to do so myself, but well, you know, another thing too you guys can do is subscribe, and when you do that, you'll be helping us, helping to support, you know, our trying to, you know, just boost up this NA community, you know, for StarCraft, and you know, we just want to give back to this wonderful game and have all these great events.
Oh yeah, man.
So, you know, let us know too what kind of players you want to see in the upcoming matches. You can tweet at us. You can let us know in the chat right now, and we are more than happy to try to get you guys the players and the games that you want to see.
Indeed. So RuFF picks Secret Spring. This is an interesting map. Secret Spring is such a weird map, man. I think it's like the weirdest map we've seen in a while.
Yes. This is Blizzard trolling, basically. Is
Yeah.
the way I look at it.
To the next level. Like, everybody always vetoes it, but it will not get vetoed this time as we are going into game number 2 on it.
Mm-hmm. And it's a choice
Oh
from
man,
RuFF,
and
of course.
RuFF's picking it too.
So I wonder why. Wonder what plans he has here.
Yeah, that's the question that even Winner is probably asking himself too. Like, oh great. Okay, you picked Secret Spring, and you just did a triple starport opener to me on what's it called? What's it? Vani Research Station.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
Like, what do you have up your sleeve for Secret Spring? You know, just tell me. Why does that gotta be so secret all the time?
Well, with all those walls in the center, we'll definitely show you guys what we're talking about there when we talk about Secret Spring being weird. But looks like both the players are ready. We're going to get started. And
All right.
let's see if RuFF's going to try the same unorthodox strategy, or perhaps will he have something else up his sleeve.
Indeed.
So you were on the same team as RuFF as a part of IVD Gaming. Did you get to know him well, or did you ever practice?
Oh, yeah.
with him?
He's one of the I would say When I went to Red Bull Detroit, we actually all stayed in the same hotel. I think it was me, RuFF, Puck, No Regret, Jake. He's on Team Ascension now. So those
Yes.
wondering, all the players that were on IVD at the time of the Team Ascension acquisition pretty much play for Team Ascension Pro now. So I think No Regret, RuFF. I'm trying to remember other ones like Bones, perhaps too.
Yeah, Bones has also made the move. Yeah.
But Puck went to Flipside Tactics, and then Intense went to Storm, and so did Fog to Storm.
A lot of the former IVD players going places. We got this SCV going places here. Oh my goodness, what is this in the center?
Things are already weird. Yep.
Things are already getting weird. So let's quickly introduce the players before things get too crazy. We do have the blue player, the Blue Terran guys representing Team Ascension. And I don't know. I heard some crazy news about Team Ascension starting perhaps a game house. Maybe he can be one of the first
I saw that
people living there. But yeah, it's going to be the Blue Terran on the bottom left-hand side of Secret Spring. Guys, it is going to be the player known as RuFF.
I like their logo. The Team Ascension is pretty cool. It's a very clean. It's just like chill. Opponent spawning on the opposite side of the map, around the 2 o'clock position or so, representing NVIDIA. It is Winter. We got hit pretty hard by Winter this year, so let's see if he's able to kind of knock it out of the park with this series. He's already up by 1.
Yeah.
Means nothing in a best of 5. And he
He's
come
nothing
back.
in San Diego, I might want to add.
Yeah, true.
So,
Jealousy, man. Because I'm a skateboarder too, so I would love to live in San Diego.
oh yeah, I can only imagine.
Yep.
But RuFF doing some funky stuff here, and Winter's scouting it all the way. I might want to add this Overlord's going to see this expansion at the gold base. It's, this map. What RuFF's doing here is he's dividing it in half, and he wants to claim this whole left side as his main base.
Yeah, pretty much. The Lings actually can't get because today I learned, I did not know. Yeah, the Lynx can't actually attack those, and he's gonna kill those rocks, and then pretty much, like you said, have this side of the map. And what is Winter gonna do? Because RuFF is taking the gold off of this too. Wow, that's how you start out the game, man.
Yeah, so this is the largest main base we've ever seen. That's for sure. Winter, and you know what? To Winter's disadvantage, he took his natural a little late, and he went with the pull opening first, thinking getting some aggression, and hasn't been able to do anything with it. So that is a
Yeah, he didn't get to do anything at all.
yeah.
That's a shame, and you try to kind of, I wouldn't say metagame, but you try to do some kind of early aggression, expecting them to go for a hatch or something. I mean, expecting them to go for like Reapers, and then sending the Ling across and killing the SCV, building the natural. But RuFF has been playing this so differently, and you can't predict him at all.
No.
And I'm sure that Winter's kind of learning as we go along.
And you can't predict this either. The longest SCV transfer I've ever seen. And I don't know if this is even worth it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, right?
Because there's so much lost fighting time, but I don't know.
So long.
But RuFF is so known for these strange but yet awesome builds. He's already done the calculations as far as I know.
Yeah, I mean, look at this barracks placement as well as the depot. You know that he's been caught off guard in the past and is like, all right, so I'm never going to let a Zerg player counterattack with the rocks getting broken down. He has the vision, especially. So what does Winter do, though? He's going into Roach. He's very low on drones here, comparatively at least, to what he could be at.
Yeah.
And that's probably why, because he's making a bunch of roaches, no wonder.
And he's getting Burrow right now. Just started it. So Winter wants to respond to this aggressively. And, I don't blame him. Last game went 37 minutes. Okay? He doesn't want this one to last nearly that long. And, when you're in Winter's position, you really have two options, right? One he's doing now, which is, pretty aggressive, all-in-ish. The other option is you take like 3 bases right now, right? But that's going to guarantee a long game.
Exactly, and he's like, ah. But it did work out in his favor, luckily. But yeah, this map a lot harder to deny that fourth, unlike Vani, where it's just kind of like a straight up. This is a little bit different. And rocks everywhere. These Marines actually, they're done. Oh wait, I thought they were gonna wall themselves in.
Not quite. And those roaches
They
well,
did.
gave them a rough exit.
Yeah. These Marines are just like, I hate my job. But what does RuFF have to hold this? He's gonna be going into mech, triple factory with all siege tanks coming. So he should be able to hold this, but this gold base is actually gonna be. There's nothing here, and it's not a planetary, so
Yeah, this is
yeah,
very
I think
hard to
all that
defend.
mining time that he lost is gonna be very difficult. Like, may not be worth it because he might not be mining from that for a long time.
That said, looks like Winter's actually going to push the main base here. Run right into these two
Okay.
tanks, which leads to a lot of roaches not being triggered.
Yeah, even borrowing a few. Oh man, that donation, yo.
Yeah.
1,400 resources lost already, and he didn't do anything. He literally did 0 damage.
Nothing. Didn't even take out a depot. And that was not good. But they might catch these tanks in siege. These arriving
Oh.
roaches right now.
Yeah, Winnie just gotta cut his losses and go check that gold base because that is where he wanted to be for sure.
Yeah, for sure. You can stop the mining here at the very least. And right now, he still hasn't transitioned yet. Still just pumping out roaches right now. Slow roaches, I might add. He's only getting his lair at this point. And, you know, if you're going to do an all-in on 2 bases with roach, not having speed is going to make things difficult.
Yeah, I mean he has burrow, but like we saw that didn't really work out for him. He tried to burrow a few roaches, but the siege tank splash.
Yeah.
It didn't even matter. It was able to kill all the roaches. So. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, like a roach all-in with
Yeah.
no speed is something you'd see a lot earlier than this at 10:30. I mean, he has forced, Winter has forced the evacuation of the gold base, which is no doubt a victory of sorts for him. But now, RuFF,
Yeah.
armed with all these tanks, he's just going to hunker down in that main and turtle a bit.
Yep. What does Winter do? He's still on the 2 base. He does have the lair done. We haven't seen roach speed just get researched yet. There are no evil chambers either. And RuFF is already working on his mech upgrades. Like he's getting +1. Adding on a starport with the tech lab. But I guess that issue once again is that he just can't secure another base. He needs to get on that 5th and 6th gas in order to fund this kind of army. So it is really nice that Winter forced that lift up. Not only because it was a gold, but like it's really the gas that he wants to mine. So really, really well done. In the transition, that transition though into Muta.
Yes, he is adding that spire. Oh, RuFF scans it too, by the way. He just wanted to see
Wow.
the 3rd, but this is a weird spot for the spire, I might want to add.
Oh
it's
no!
scouted regardless.
Damn, he tried to hide it. I didn't even see him put it over there. Winter's probably just like face. What is that? Failfish? Emo. Just like face palm.
Yeah, I know. And the scary thing about this is the second that Overlord needs to pack up and move away or it dies, the spire's gonna start losing health. So this is kind of a risky play.
So yeah. Well, he's gonna commit to it anyway, and we'll see how he deals with mech. I was expecting him to go for the Roach Hydra style, because that's what he did last time, and it seems to be really good against mech anyway. If you go Roach Hydra Viper, but going for the mutas, he was probably gonna try to surprise RuFF, who may have overinvested in tanks, but scouting that,
Not a surprise.
yeah, not as cool. Yeah.
And you know what? RuFF
Almost
seeing
though.
the
That was really
transition,
cool.
He's pushing out now. He knows.
Yeah, he's just going for it.
Yeah. He knows Winter has spent a lot of money in trying to transition because he went for this Roach all in that did nothing, absolutely nothing, and now RuFF knows he's in a position to really put the hurt.
Yep, sieging up already. There is not a lot of anti-air here, so that is one thing he has going for him. A good Seeker missile though, and imagine the Thor volley to follow it up. Good split though. Oh, this Thor man, that's the you got to put in them overtime hours.
Yeah, and
does get taken out.
Winter was trying so hard to take that out with the roaches on the ground, but RuFF microed it just well enough, but still he loses that Thor, and so he has to bring everything back home.
Yeah. Damn. That is the worst feeling. It's like, god damn it. Think you're gonna do a lot of massive amounts of damage, and then you realize that your one Thor is pretty much what you need.
And RuFF is losing tanks left and right as these mutas give pursuit. They're gonna focus down this missile turret probably, I think. They could have, but now taking some hits.
You know what? I wonder if RuFF actually looked at the spire when it was making. Like, he scanned to see the base, but I wonder if he was just like, there's no base here, and that's all. Oh, Overlord, poop and creep? Oh, that's normal.
Yeah, but then again,
And didn't actually look.
he should still see that there's a block on that area. Right?
Yeah, true.
So at that point, he's wondering like, what is that, right? Like,
Because he continued to make the siege tanks. You know, he pushed out, only had one Thor, and he's just now starting a bit more.
I think he really should have had some Widow Mines with that army. I mean, Thor obviously are the all-purpose anti-air unit for mutas, but at this point in the game, you get the Widow Mines way faster. And I think that would have been enough just to force Winter to back off, and then your tanks will basically control that area of the map.
Oh yeah, and once you siege up in that location, you can do game-ending damage there. So I think Winter kind of dodged the bullet there, where could have been very, very scary.
So Winter's still flying around these mutas, just trying to get some map control here. He's taking a 4th base right now, so he's getting back on his feet after just falling way behind with that ill-fated roach attack.
Never forget.
Yeah. Starting to add on Hydras to his army now.
So that's what he's gonna do, I guess. The Spire maybe was there to get a little bit of control of the map, just a bit, but it doesn't look like he's gonna really invest into it. He can use that later as well for a greater Spire. But we've noticed that Winter really likes that Roach Hydra style against us, whereas most other people, I would think, would go like Swarm Host or with the Muta. But
yeah.
not bad, not bad. I'll see how he decides to approach this.
Yeah, RuFF is starting to add on a lot of Widow Mines now to his army.
Right? After you said it, you're like, you know what?
Because they're so cheap and cost effective, and they come out really quickly. It just quickly solves the problem, and well too. Like that.
Very well.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the drilling claws too, so those will be burrowing pretty instantly.
Yep.
And Winter
And the Roach
is
is getting
on
towards the
1-1.
base.
Damn. Yeah, that's a lot of Widow Mines actually.
So RuFF now is finally able to retake a 3rd mining location. Winter now on 4.
Damn.
And he's starting to add some Vipers to his army as well. So he's going to be pretty well equipped here. Some good blinding clouds could potentially put RuFF in a rough spot. Pun totally intended, by the way.
Totally.
I said that such deadpan.
Yeah, that's a lot of
might have
siege
not
tanks,
even
but
noticed it.
he's like in a rough spot. I caught it. It's like you gotta say it deadpan so that in case like you're like, anybody? And it's like, good. I just meant to say rough as in the actual word.
Well, I was also gonna say too that the style of play from RuFF here is really throwing Winter for a loop.
Rip.
Yeah.
Got him. Damn, you on fire. I actually like that one. That was good.
Yeah, and you know it really is. Like, look at Winter right now. He's kind of been indecisive. Like, do I go for this Roach all in? Do I go for Mutas? Now I'm gonna go Hydra now. Add some Vipers. Like, it's kind of been all over the place for the guy, and I can't hold it against him. It's just RuFF really makes you think. Really makes you jog your brain.
It's so I agree. Like, in this map, like the opener with just killing the rocks and being like, it's just so weird, and it makes you do something that you may not have planned to do. But look at this. Here comes a push out from RuFF. Very awkward timing. I don't know if it's a good timing for him. There's a lot of Widow Mines, man.
Oh, but the mutas are gonna fly right over them. That's a bad place for them to be. My goodness. Oh my gosh.
Well, the Widow Mines have actually all shot. The blinding clouds are all on all of the siege tanks.
Yeah.
But those were some really nasty Widow Mine hits. But is it going to be enough? It's a lot of siege tanks that are still alive.
He's continuing to pursue. He's a walkover charged Widow Mines. He is definitely overextending in this battle.
He is ahead in supply though. Isn't too far behind in that unit's lost. So yeah, that last wave, like he had a really cost efficient trade. I mean, minus the Widow Mines when they just wrecked everything, but after that, right, he kind of bled all the units and kind of gave it to RuFF, and he doesn't have to really worry as much about the counterattack because he was able to retain those tanks at the expense of I don't know how many Hydras that was. That was quite a bit, man.
You know the other crazy thing about this map is these chokes. Every one of these crossing points is a choke, which is just beautiful when it comes to Terran mech. Widow Mine, splash hits, tanks, splash hits. You can't even cross the map unless Terran gives you permission, pretty much. Exactly.
Like none shall pass, and when you go for a unit comp like this too, Roach Hydra, they like to clump up too, so you know the Roaches are very beefy units, and the Hydras may not be able to get that concave that they really like to get.
These Hellions are getting a lot of good roasts with these run-bys here. In the meantime, we do have these Roaches making their way over to RuFF's third base. It is taken out.
Wow, the planetary got taken out.
Yeah, so there's a lot of action happening to both players' economies right now. A lot of damage being done. The bulk of it has been done to RuFF, though. 35 workers killed by Winter this game. RuFF just down to 27 workers.
Damn, yeah, that's not bad. That's not good here for RuFF. He's only mining off of his natural, and that's going to be mining out very soon. And this the story of this base denial is really letting Winter win these games. We saw it on the first map too. Not allowing RuFF to take a third this game, and last time it was a fourth. So I think Winter is actually, he has a really good grasp on how to break down a Terran mech player and just deny them that juicy gas that they like so much.
Yeah, that is by far the smartest thing about Winter's play so far in these games, is just understanding how important it is to really just bleed out that Terran, you know, make sure they're poor. The other thing, too, is when you take out Terran units that are this expensive, it takes so long to replace them. And so understanding that is key to defeating it. And Winter now, he's looking to make his move again.
He is. Oh my god, he's just going to go. And RuFF is actually going to go himself, but this is where you got to get to any Terran player. You get onto that infrastructure, and it doesn't even matter. Because if they can't rebuild those units, then, like you said, they take so long to build. But it takes even longer when you don't have anything to build them with.
Yeah, Winter's actually going to return right now and not fall for the base trade, because if anything, the base trade is the best thing RuFF can hope for at this point. Because if he engages Winter's army and they trade, well, Winter can replace his stuff faster than RuFF. So RuFF doesn't want to actually engage Winter if he can help it. And Winter, noticing that is what RuFF is thinking, he's going to try and return to defend.
Yep, tanks are unseized. Good blinding clouds are going to go down on everything. Got point defense drones will stop the Hydra fire. And yeah, these tanks to say, I don't even need no siege, son. They're just going to be shooting. And they clean it up.
Yep, and RuFF is liking the way things turned out here, taking out 2 bases. Winter returning to abandon the base trade, and, well, has only a handful of units here in the main. But RuFF has lost his add-on buildings, which is going to be annoying for him. And he still has to clear these out.
Yeah. And, I mean, he's pretty broke, too, so if he has to remake those... Oh, another good Widow Mine hit on the high ground. But those blinding clouds in the concave, maybe a little bit too much. Even a spine crawler to assist here. And you know what? I don't know. RuFF might be in a little bit of trouble here. He still has some roaches inside of his main, getting rid of everything pretty much. Those tech labs have been taken out. And yeah, he's down to 42 supply. 27 of those are workers. And if Winter can kill this army, which I believe he has, that was attacking him, he might be able to win this game.
Yeah, I mean...
I think he's done it.
I mean, RuFF taking out 2 bases of Winter obviously is good, but then Winter still has his other hatcheries, still had resources to work with, and Defender's Advantage allowed him to clean up that push from RuFF. And now he's going to look to clean up the rest.
Those pulls.
Yes, not really doing too much, but it was a good effort. A+ for effort.
It was. Yeah. You get a golden star for sure. Viper rather. even the contamination on those buildings with no add-ons either. We're talking about units getting taking a long time to get produced, and Winter pretty much making it even worse, adding insult to injury.
For sure.
And this is gonna hurt here, RuFF. Gonna take this one. Gonna take this loss rather.
Yeah, there's
as I believe it is too much.
Past the point of return, no production buildings left. Doesn't matter how much money you have. It's GG from RuFF.
Exactly. It's like having I don't know, like the wrong currency in the wrong country. But I'm rich. As long as you're not in the bank, I mean.
And you know what? Despite all the weird shenanigans and stuff from RuFF, Winter has been, finding his way around it, and now finds himself in match point after just 2 games.
Yeah. Like, that's not bad at all. Like, I think a lot of people would be like, "Oh, Winter, man, he just beats up on gold leaguers all day. Though he'd never be able to go in a show match." But he's playing really solid.
Yeah,
like I'm not gonna lie, this is it's very, very solid play.
I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking that Winter would have his hands full here, and I just didn't really expect him to hold his own, at least not in this fashion. 2-0 right now.
Oh yeah,
He's
yeah.
in a commanding
That's what I'm saying,
spot,
man.
guys. There's no question about it.
I mean, we might even see him do something goofy. Although we did see him do the that kind of weird roach play, but I don't know. He has some room to mess around here if he wants to.
Yep.
And let's see what the map is gonna be though. Overgrowth.
It is
Okay. Getting water after those 2 games. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's dude. Those games have been very long, and I wouldn't even blame if these players blame these players for making some mistakes, because hey, the fatigue starts setting in after a bit. But we just all gotta hang in there.
For sure. Overgrowth. Somebody in chat says Winner hates Swarm Host. He never,
I
never
can
make
see
him.
that. I can see that.
Well, the thing about it is that Overgrowth is actually one of the better maps to use Swarm Host on, but against like that really like Turtle Mech, say, it's usually better for the Terran player, I think, because the Zerg isn't able to really expand as much, say like Deadwing or something. Like they'll get the army that they need off of the bases that they need, and they're very, very all together for the most part. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know. We'll see. Can't call it with RuFF, man. Like,
no, you can't.
One day he'll feel like going full Turtle Mech. Next day he'll go like Mass Reaper with the Proxy Planetary Fortress. So
yeah, and then he'll like just one day cut the map in half and just say, "Hey, this whole thing's my main base."
yeah.
So, yeah, he's kind of a crazy character in these games. So yeah, guys, if you missed any of these games, and given how long these games have gone, you might have missed maybe 1 or 2 of them. Who knows? But
true.
You can always return. Check out the VODs. We have VODs of all previous 5 fight nights in the videos tab below, and you can see some of the previous casts we've done. Tempo has been a part of, I believe, 2 of these fight nights. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so.
But this is our first
This one
time
being
casting together.
Yeah, we've never casted together, man.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So, yeah, you guys should check out those VODs. So let's, okay, looks like Winter has returned from getting his drink.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to head right into game number 3.
Sorry. Angry.
Overgrowth. So classic map. First time we've seen this today.
Surprisingly, actually.
Very surprising. So, well, let's start talking about the players involved. So, we do have Tempo's forward teammate down here, bottom left-hand side, Blue Terran representing Team Ascension, and he is in a rough spot. Okay, this isn't. I cannot do that again. Cannot do that again. But he is in a rough spot because, and I just did it again. He is in a tough spot because he is down 0-2 and is facing elimination here in Game 3. So he is going to try to basically turn the tables here, get 3 in a row. We've seen it happen before. It's not unprecedented on Fight Night, guys. So don't basically give up on this guy just yet if you're a fan of his, because anything can happen here on Team Gravity Hitbox. So we do have the Blue Terran on the bottom left-hand side. Once again, guys, it is going to be rough.
And his opponent, spawning in the top right, representing NVIDIA, it is this guy who is up by 2 in this best of 5 series. Give it up for winner, aka Loopy Barcode.
Loopy Barcode indeed.
I never understood what the point of a barcode is if you have like the clan anyway.
I've always said that. I've totally always said that. And then people will still, like, I've seen people do barcode clans. That still doesn't fix the problem, guys. Just wanted you to know that. Oh, man.
Well, a little bit of an interesting barracks placement here from RuFF. And it will be a Marine. But he's getting gas as well and skipped his orbital for now. Probably get it now. Yeah.
Yes, this is a curious opener. I think RuFF just likes to claim like a lot of territory for himself. Last game he claimed maybe a little too much. This time he's dialing it back just a bit, but he's still walling his natural like a Protoss would. Throwing down a factory right here.
Right in front of it too. So that's a very early factory, delaying that command center by quite a bit. And we'll see what add-on. Most likely going to be a reactor, but who knows, man. I never want to call exactly right. Like it's like okay, puts on a tech lab, you know, like I don't even know, attaches a supply depot somehow and gets like new units somehow. Because that's just RuFF. That's just how he gets it down, man. So, but no, it will be a reactor, and then it's gonna go into that into the command center rather.
In the meantime, Winter opening gasless here has pumped out quite a few lings to start with, and that will be perfect for engaging these 2 Marines from RuFF, taking out both of them.
Yeah. And Winter only loses 1 ling there, so maybe trying to catch Winter off guard. Not gonna happen here. And the Queen is out too. A little bit of a scout. Didn't see anything though, so that's the one disadvantage of not going for Reaper. So he's gonna have to use his Hellions aggressively to scout too. I wonder if Winter knows. Now he does.
And those 2 Hellions are going to pop out from the outside, so they're going to be able to, well, kill off every single ling here, in all honesty. Without speed, they just can't get away.
Yeah. And they at least get to scout the timing of that command center. So he knows he's a lot earlier Hellions, so he's like, okay, well, how will he prepare for it? The fact that he likes to go for Roach is good against this kind of style that RuFF is doing. But if you get your Roaches too late, then the Hellions will kill you before you're even able to get them out. So this is more of a scout.
We do have double Hellions now in the main. Gonna see what Roaches they kill. Oh, not Roaches, but drones. But you know what? RuFF wasn't able to keep that second Hellion alive with the 4 Queens out from Winter. This Hellion run by not gonna do too much.
No, it actually did nothing. He lost one of the Hellions, and this is the Hellion. Oh, whoa! Spoke too soon, perhaps, and all. And got him, boys.
And that is the first worker killed by RuFF today, or not today, but in this game.
Yeah. I mean, if he even tried to leave, that spine crawler would have been able to finish it. So he decided to go back in, and he ended up getting a drone for it. So keep in mind that was only 2 Hellions.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we can't, make too big of a deal about that. Which is interesting because you consider how RuFF went with the factory so early, right? Delayed that natural to get it, and didn't go for one huge Hellion push. I mean, it's already 7 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
So it almost begs to question why get the factory so early if you're going to push out at a standard timing anyways, which is what he's doing right now.
Well, this is interesting. The Overlord saw the factory, but did not see the add-on on it. So if you see a second factory, then you're like, okay, this is probably going to be mech. But the way that RuFF put that there, it's not like... Look at his main. He's just trying to hide everything. He wants to keep Winter on his toes. And I feel like that really plays, or at least shows a big trademark in his play where he's thinking pretty much about everything. Not just like, okay, I'm going mech, and then just goes for it, but actually will say, okay, if my opponent doesn't scout me, he has to prepare for the worst and can't play as greedy.
Yep.
So keeping Winter in the dark is definitely a good thing that he's doing here.
You're absolutely right that it is keeping Winter in the dark and forcing him to be more conservative because he's still on 2 bases. It's 842. Generally speaking, a Zerg who opens up gasless will have already taken that third at this point. But instead, he's going for the lair, and with the Roach Warren already done, he may just try to go for a speed Roach timing on 2 bases.
I wonder, with this amount of queens, I'm looking at the Overlord position, if he were to go for like a Nidus or something crazy. Because the main of RuFF is pretty much open, and I don't think Winter knows.
But you know what? That's because RuFF's army's all the way out here in the center, and Winter just lost a bunch of units here. And now, if RuFF continues to make this big push, Winter could be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, he's going to try to use Roaches. Roaches aren't really that good against these tanks, but if you get a good flank, especially with the Queen support, oh my god, there's Hellbats with this too. So Winter is like, oh, but he does have a Spine Crawler here. That is going to work, do some work here.
And the Queens, of course, they can transfuse each other for a bit, including that Spine, but there's so much DPS from the Terran. Can RuFF break this? Or break the Spine, at least?
I don't know. These tanks have been left alone for a bit, but no, those Marines are going to come back and clean it up. Winter losing quite a bit here. He has a lot of workers, which is where you see that supply lead. But if you look at the army value, they're very, very similar.
I do want to also add that this is kind of an all-in coming from RuFF here. No third CC. He's not even producing SCVs any further, just staying on 33. So he's looking to do some devastating damage here. If he can take out that Roach Warren, I'd call that devastating damage.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we haven't even seen him get speed. Winter doesn't have speed. He's trying to focus fire the tanks. Those Marines have just been shredding everything that comes in the vicinity of them. And right before speed gets finished, uh-oh, this is not going to be good. It looks like Winter's the one that's in a rough position because this push is looking like it's going to keep on going. I don't think there's much that can stop it.
I'd prefer to say Winter's been thrown for a loop here.
True.
And you know what? I just don't see him being able to get out of this one because really, without the Roach Warren, all he can make are Lings. That's not going to solve the problem.
And they
right
slow.
Now. Yep.
Yeah, no Banelings. He has slow Lings. The upgrades are for ranged. So yeah, really weird push from RuFF, but it is gonna work for sure. Here, as we look at the supply now, 79 to 53. I mean, not much, nowhere else to go here, but do keep in mind that this is a best of 5, and Winter is up by 2.
Yeah, so I mean, Winter's got some room to breathe here, but it's always concerning because for Winter, I see some indecisiveness in what he wants to do. And he's been able to get through it in the first 2 games. But as you can see, a lot of times if you aren't decisive in StarCraft, things kind of can go bad for you because you're wasting time.
Time.
That kind of happened here. You know, we don't have him ready with Roach speed. He couldn't defend this despite trying to mount some kind of 2-base attack himself. And so RuFF here is going to be able to power through, leaving Winter on just the last base.
Yeah. I mean, he has 34 drones all mining off the mineral lines in his main because that's all he has to mine from. And this is kind of, I think, Winter just coming to terms and saying, all right, what do I do for next game? This push is such a weird timed push.
Yes.
There's no upgrades with it. It's just one of those things to take advantage of weaker Zerg early game, and there you go. RuFF putting them on the board. We got ourselves a series, huh?
Yes, we do. So it's still match point, but it is that much closer. Score is now 2-1 in favor of Winter. And he's going to have another opportunity here to close things out before it gets to an ace match.
Oh, yeah. So that was his map pick. But Winner, no, he gets a map pick here. That's how long ago?
Yeah, it has been a while.
Games are like
it's definitely been a while. This was probably the shortest. This is the shortest game, and it was still 14 minutes. So.
Yeah, I don't know if Winner does any like cheeses and whatnot. I know he loves his Ling Bane, like all in ZVZ, but he seems to be really preferring the roaches in this matchup.
Yeah, it does look that way. And RuFF, you know, he has a tendency to go a lot of mech, like, or Sky Terran, but never bio. Never really just goes with bio. So Roach Hydra is going to be a pretty solid choice all the way around.
Yeah. I mean, Roach Hydra is a really cool style, too. And if you don't know how to deal with it as a Terran player, it can be pretty devastating when you like, okay, I got this, and you stim all your Marines and whatnot, but they're just not budging.
Yeah.
And they have like an upgrade over you, and get a sick concave.
So it looks like RuFF is has some mouse troubles or something. He's going to work on that. In the meantime, I'd like to remind you guys that if you are watching this on the Team Liquid Embedded stream, you're missing out on the chat. There's a lot going on here. I haven't seen actually as many GIF images today. I guess there's one.
Yeah.
Yeah, just not that many.
But doing the jiggies in the chat. If you mention that now, get ready.
But you know what? If you subscribe to Team Gravity, you're going to get all these emotes at your disposal. And it's practically free. You know why? Because we got this G2A promotion going on today, right, Tempo?
Yes, we do. Where you will get a, I believe it's like a $5 kind of coupon thing, or
yeah, it's a
$5 credit gift card. Okay, yeah, $5 gift card to G2A. So you subscribe for $5, but then you get $5 back that you're probably gonna buy a game with anyway. So think about it. It's for free with waffle fries.
I know. So I mean, you can't lose here. There's nothing to lose whatsoever. So you definitely want to get in on that, guys. And if you have any suggestions on players you want to see for the upcoming fight nights, we're doing this every week, guys. We have no plans on going anywhere. This is our 6th one already. So you got any ideas who you want to see, who you want to observe and learn from, please let us know what you think, man. You can always tweet at us at Team Grav, as well as let us know in the chat right now. So
yeah. See. Now I was like looking to see if I could find a good GIF to put in. I can't decide on one.
So let's see what these guys are interested in
What did he do
next. But don't forget, guys.
Oh wow. No, RuFF is like, I have to slam it to get it working again. His mouse. He's like, I can just see him like pretending to be QXC instead.
I was thinking just that right now. Wow. I was thinking just that right now. Either Arium or
no,
QXC.
not that. I'm just fixing it.
Yeah, for sure. So it looks like Deadwing is going to be the selection. And it seems like that is a choice of Zergs so far today.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't work out for Jim Rising, but yeah. I really like this map for Roach Hydra, though. Not to say that Winner is going to do it, but also someone in the chat was saying that he's been trying to get out of Ling Bling Muta. So, if that is the case, then I would not be surprised to see it. Oh, there we go. Okay. But this could be match point. Now the gifts. If you look at the chat.
Now is it getting spent? Oh, yes, it is.
Told you. It's gotta join off me. Sorry, man. No. It's good too. Gotta get out of here, man. Boot him out of here. Get out. You're out of here. People always do that. They just join in, just like, hey, what's up? Just like,
Oh, cool. Something's going on. Eavesdrop a little bit and then just kind of.
I was looking at my friend list and I saw that you were in a game, so.
Yeah. All right. So waiting on the go signal from RuFF. And then we're going to get going. I think.
Yeah, he hopefully fixed his mouse. Hopefully, that's the worst, man. Oh, I was actually having some mouse woes yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
I had to switch my mouse to this crappy mouse that I used to use like way back in like the WoW days.
You played a lot yesterday, right?
Hello. Mm-hmm. Oh man, I ended up casting with Desero, his
Oh,
weekly
yes.
tournament, and then I streamed right after it.
That's right. There was that going on.
So that was actually really fun. It didn't go that long. Like it didn't go that long because I think the first rounds are like best of one.
Oh, that's it?
Mm-hmm. Like the first couple. I forget when it starts to be best of three, but
Was it like that the first
Like
week, too?
boom, boom, boom. I want to say yes, but
Oh,
I
okay.
could be wrong. I feel like it was not.
I don't think
I don't know.
Because I was
No.
casting Semper. I was just like following his games. I believe they were the best
Yeah.
of threes. I think they
Oh,
were.
okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Trying to remember. Because it also depends on how many people sign up for it, I think.
Yeah. Well, guys, this is a best of 5, which is why we are still here after the longest game.
Yeah,
ever.
true.
But they have been good games because, well, this player right here on the bottom always keeps them interesting with his play style. And I see no reason why he should change that here on Deadwing in game number 4 when this is probably the most turtle of all turtle maps, right? Yeah. So we do have the Red Terran who was facing elimination in the previous game, but was able to, with a very strong and unorthodox, as usual, I suppose, very strong 2-base timing push, able to power through and survive for at least in game number 4. So we do have here, ladies and gentlemen, from Team Ascension, it is going to be RuFF.
Yeah. I always wonder, like, if you are always unorthodox, does it make it just orthodox?
I know.
Because, like,
I was
you
thinking
expect
that
him
as a
to
saying.
always do weird stuff. It's like, this is pretty standard rough, but it's not standard, like, period.
Right.
But anyways, his opponent, one game away from victory, getting all the girls. It is this guy representing NVIDIA, winner. All right.
So this is Deadwing, and that typically means that players like to sort of, get to 3-4 bases in, short order. I mean, it's a great place to really just hunker down and defend with only one big choke leading into the whole cluster.
Yep. Yeah. It is a technically 3-player map, although there are 4 spawn positions. You can't spawn horizontally, and I bet that would have been Winner's biggest nightmare because a player like RuFF, I feel like would do that kind of crazy siege tank drop, where you can go into like the part where is it the debris? There's like destructible debris by the natural, and if you put a siege tank there, I mean, you saw it a lot more when the map first came out. A lot of people have figured it out and even will be killing the rocks very early. But I mean, seeing this very early factory with the tech lab, we'll see, man. If you see a starport get dropped, it's very well possible.
We've seen RuFF go for a lot of factory before command center type openings, but it's not a full-on 1-1-1. He has chosen to expand. He is adding on the second gas now. Windsor, in the meantime, he's going to have a few lings out again to scout. That's kind of been his build of choice in most of these games. And you know what? You can't really ever scout RuFF too much, so I guess it makes total sense.
Yeah. A bit interesting that he used it to wall. So he has no problem showing Winner
Yeah.
that he's going for this at all. And he's going to make a Hellion first, so that might throw him for a loop as well.
Yes, yeah. Give those lings a rough
Unintentional.
time. And 50 viewers just left the stream.
Yep, they're like, these guys. Oh.
Disgusted by these puns. But yeah, RuFF is gonna clean up those lings there and just gonna move out to do some scouting of the zone. But you know what? To be honest, if you're RuFF, who needs to scout? You pretty much just do whatever you want.
And just say, yeah, this is what you gotta deal with, you know? And puts on his stunner shades and is just like, yeah, come at me. But it looks like he's gonna be the one that's going at winner. Getting that medevac as well. He was supply blocked for a little bit. But, oh boy, he's adding another starport. So, you know, he may kind of force winner to overreact to this tank drop. Like, he shows it to him and says, this is what you're gonna have to deal with. But then goes into something completely different.
Yeah, I mean, these two starports have not been seen by Winter, and we may see RuFF return to that really heavy Banshee style that we saw in game number 1. And Winter, you know, he's hoping Winter's forgotten about it.
I know, right? Yeah. We'll see, though. Kills an Overlord that was inside of the main before reloading up this drop. Winter hasn't killed the rocks yet here. So without Lair, without mutas, without like a spine crawler to really whittle it, I don't know. This is gonna be so annoying. This is gonna be one of the most annoying things to deal with.
Yeah, one thing I noticed RuFF was doing too was that when he was dealing with that Overlord, he made sure to, like, he almost showed his medevac, but really microed it back. I don't know if Winter was able to see it, maybe for a split second if he was paying attention. But well, if not, this is gonna be a surprise to him, I suppose. That tank.
Yeah. Well, look, there we go. And he's gonna build a bunker. Oh man. And also gonna drop the Marines behind the mineral line. This is so annoying to deal with. But that's a lot of queens. Not bad. I don't know if they can reach the tank from up there though.
Not quite, but they can keep poking at that medevac that keeps providing the high ground vision. But of course,
true.
Of course, not without walking into the tank.
Yeah. Kind of hurts. It's a painful job, but somebody's got to do it. RuFF baiting just a little bit to make sure that that medevac does not get killed, because like you said, once that high ground vision is done or is gone, then he's stuck there. You lose that medevac, those units are chilling there, man. They're camping out.
Oh, RuFF so close.
Damn, so close.
And still armed with high ground vision. He's also got a Banshee on the way, and there are Lings making a counterattack. I don't see these being able to do too much, though. Repair will easily solve this issue. But this Banshee, this has a lot of potential here.
Oh, man. It does. This Banshee, man, is aspiring to be something in life. But there are 2 Spore Crawlers, so she is actually aspiring to...
do nothing in life.
I hope she had a parachute. She didn't have a parachute,
just fall into
man.
the claws of the queen, so I hope he doesn't, actually.
Yeah, true. Just make it quick and painless, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So, Winner looking to go into Spire, as he only has 1 Evo Chamber. He's dropped down the Baneling, a nest. Spire is going to be so good here. Looks like RuFF wants to go for mech, but he hasn't dropped down an engineering bay yet, so he has no way of making turrets. And he also is going for a lot of units that can't shoot up either, with the Banshee, the Siege Tank.
Yeah, I mean, RuFF...
So I think Muta is the perfect choice.
It is. It absolutely is. And at the very least, he's going to be able to deal with this annoyance that has just really been a pain in Winter's backside for a long time now. And yes, that Banshee did just get taken out, which is a good pickup.
Yeah. Yeah, really nice, especially just with Queens. Like, this has been an annoying siege, but the counter damage that these mutas are going to do, oh my god. Looks like RuFF did get that eBay down, though.
Yeah, RuFF
and he is
saw the
making
mutas.
turrets really frantically, yep.
Yeah,
But is it going to be too late?
It might be too late, because these mutas will target down those turrets for sure.
Yeah. And he just has to pick off the SCVs that are building it. Oh, he's just going to go for it?
So close. So close.
Not even one.
This one will be allowed to get.
He's getting so many kills, though.
Yep.
This Banshee, though, at the natural of Winner, 7 kills, 8 kills, 9 kills. Gonna go and pretty much destroy that whole mineral line.
Yeah,
so a little bit of damage equalized.
It's more than equalized. Whatever damage those mutas did is not even close. to what RuFF has done with that Banshee, guys. 13 kills to that Banshee, a total of 30 workers killed. And that is a brutal situation here for Winter. I think he thought those mutas would have it, and then he left his natural little unsupervised.
Yeah. Learned from the Banshee before. Said, all right, that's what I'm not going to do. So goes ahead and decides to get 15, I think, 15 kills right before it died. And like you said, 32 workers killed. Hot damn.
So taking a look at the worker count now, they're actually even, both players. Because you know, one thing RuFF does in these huge, crazy attacks is he kind of cuts his SCVs, and because they're so expensive to do. I mean, he's making a lot of tier 2, tier 3 units. So really, he cuts his SCVs. He has to do damage to an opponent's economy to make it worth it. And that's why you see both these guys actually kind of even on the economy.
Exactly. That Banshee, man. Imagine if you had 15 more drones right now. You're in a beautiful spot, especially because you're taking your third. If there's one thing that was missing in the Secret Spring game, it was the creep spread. But Winter going back to his roots as he starts that creep out. And despite getting so much pressure put on him in the early game, he's still pushing out the creep. And does show the sign of a pretty good player, because sometimes you get so caught up with not dying that you forget about these things, like even injects or, you know, creep spread is like not on your mind.
Yeah.
So
and once again,
really good play here. He's down in supply though.
Yeah, Winter is down supply, but he's playing the contain game again, just trying to make sure RuFF does not take a third. I mean, 15 minutes, any Terran would generally prefer to have one. But right now, Winter's just going to be content to hang out on the outskirts here, take out some SCVs.
Yeah. Trying to get that gas. So important to do if you are playing against a mech player. But it will not get taken out. There is a third command center here for RuFF, but he hasn't floated it yet. So he's just going to use it to make SCVs. And it looks like he's just chilling out, man. Look at how many turrets are on the outside ring of his base. He has 3 turrets at the outside. Even the natural has like 3 turrets and the 3 Thors. So I think we're going to see the same kind of deny, especially on Deadwing. Oh, if you let a Terran go buck wild with expansions on Deadwing, it's pretty painful.
Well, this time around, though, I have a feeling that RuFF could, you know, secure a base a lot better than he did in Game 1, because he's armed with a lot of Vikings. He's got a bunch of Thor on the ground. And with the turrets providing static defense for the mate, it's not like Winter can drag his units back in there, you know? So, really, RuFF should be able to take at least a third here. No reason why he can't do that at least. Fourth, we'll see. But as far as things go for Winter, he's grabbing his 4th base right now and just trying to macro up on his end as well. He's pulled ahead in the worker count, 65 and 43.
Yeah, he's droned up pretty well, despite losing so many, right? RuFF is gonna SimCity here makes it so that any attack that would happen would have to get funneled through. So Winter is looking to switch it up into Roach, while the mutas are just trying to find something that they can do. They're pretty bored, man. They keep on going in and getting all of their fun ruined by these turrets pretty big time. But damn, this creep, I keep on like complimenting it, but it is already almost to the 3rd location of RuFF.
RuFF is going to
probably will clean it up because he got that Raven again.
Yeah, you don't want to get secret by the Ravens, right?
Nope. So I wonder what we see here. RuFF trying to take his 3rd as he does push out to show that he's moving out and maybe make Winter go back. But Winter's not having any of that. It will actually kill the building SCV that was trying to make turrets.
And maybe even this command center
RuFF doesn't give a damn, dude. He
doesn't care. He's gonna push here. Make his push.
Well then, Roaches do pretty good against Thors, but how are the upgrades here for RuFF? He's on +1. No armor though. Winter's on 1-1. So he has 2 on oops. I think I might have okay. I think I might have died there for a second.
This is quite the all-in from RuFF, and it's not looking good for him. He's watching these Roaches surround everything and take these things out. He knows he kind of just felt, you know what, I've been contained on 2 base for so long, and I'm surprised.
Damn, yeah.
I thought he was in better position to take a 3rd, but he just kind of gave up on it, and well, now he's facing doom here.
He is. But these Vikings and the Banshees are doing a lot of damage. But he has to come home. Yeah, you have the Sim City, but now he doesn't have any units here to defend at home. He got his third denied, and one of his really, really important tech structures are right at the front of his natural. And it's gonna get taken out before the Siege tank gets out. Uh-oh. Winner is in the base here with roaches and a few lings. And RuFF doesn't have anything. He has 2 Siege tanks that are gonna try to siege. Roaches, though, they don't give a damn.
Too many of them. Way too many.
Too many, man. Wow. I think Winner might do it.
You know, the funny thing is everything in these games has just been so backwards. You have RuFF going with Sky, then transitioning to Mech, right? And now you have Winter going with Muta and then transitioning in a Roach. Just everything on top of its head in this matchup.
Well, you know what? This is so weird that this little force here is doing so well. If these drones go down, it might not be as bad, but this is like looking like a base race. But I think this is on the losing end for a Winner because these Banshees are actually going to reign supreme. He needs to make Hydras.
Yeah, you make a good point. Well, he also still has Muta at his disposal too if necessary, but yeah, that's actually kind of true. Winter already losing that 4th base. Now his 3rd is going to get taken out, it looks like.
Yeah, and these Ravens haven't even used any of their energy, really. This is what... Is he actually going to do it? He's taking ahead in supply.
Oh my gosh, this is one wacky game. And as has been a theme in these games, RuFF has 3 orbital commands.
Yeah.
He can drop mules to
He
mine.
can, yeah. He lost a lot of SCVs, but he does have all of these bases here. And the Banshees will clean up the roaches. Oh my god.
This is pretty remarkable, I have to say. Look at all these roaches.
I don't even know, yeah.
Just 3. Not sure what they can do to make themselves useful before they die. These Banshees are going to clean them up. And RuFF, going back to what he is known for best, is Sky Terran. Okay, not Mech. He's going for Sky Terran here, and it's working out. Muta's trying to fly right into them. Spores burrowing underneath. Is it going to be in time, though?
Oh, the point defense drone shutting this down high. Oh, the lair is going to go down, too. RuFF is down to 5 SCVs, but he has that triple command center, and the Mutas are going to get taken out. Is that the only mining base of Winner? No, oh my god. All of Winner's drones are trying to share that one mineral. What?
This is incredible.
No freaking way, yeah.
And RuFF won the battle,
This
I might
Warcrawler.
add. He's still here. It's not even over for him.
I think he's going to win. He's ahead of 47 supply. Winner doesn't have an answer for these Banshees. Oh, the grid hit there. This is so important that RuFF does not lose these.
It is, but look at this. 16 workers from Winter to 12. Oh, he loses one more air unit there. I think it was the Raven taken out by that Spore Crawler, but Winter knows it, man. GG, my goodness. I saw those roaches knocking on RuFF's door, and I was like, this is done. But Winter had no response for that counterattack.
Yeah. That was crazy, man. I feel like a bad person now that I'm like, yo, Winner's gonna do it. But then they look back and like those, I had looked at them before, right? And I was like, yo, these are gonna do some work, but it's probably gonna get cleaned up. I look back and they're still going ham, and yeah, they ended up winning him the game here, which means that we're gonna go to that ace match.
Oh my gosh, that just hurt my brain. Like, I
Dude.
can't believe RuFF was able to turn that around. And I think, you know, Winter may have thought he had it in the bag because he just kind of didn't care about what was happening on his base. He's like, I'm going to go with this huge roach thing because he had the economy to make units to deal with that. He just didn't.
Yeah.
He just put it all into roach. I don't know what to say. That was a... Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was crazy, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Typical RuFF. Typical RuFF for you.
Typical RuFF.
He's in those goofy situations and he just kind of edged it there. Well then.
And just like that, it is another Team Gravity Fight Night comeback. We're now into ace match.
Dream.
Again.
The dream.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Another one of those.
Wow.
We're gonna see an ace match now after Winner was up 2-0, and suddenly that momentum swing is just, you know, throwing everybody for a loop here, making things all kinds of rough for everybody.
It's like a circus act, man.
So we have our next map chosen, and we're gonna move right
Inferno
into,
pools.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, Ruff said he vetoed that one. So
So let's leave
yeah,
that.
we didn't know what the vetoes were. So
Yep, up to these two guys. Find it
but
out.
I guess
Figure it out.
yep. What do you say? Wait.
Man, these have been just. You know, this is the second week in a row where the second show match is just so crazy that it leaves me, like, leaves my
At a
brain
loss for
fried.
words. It's just like, yeah.
Because you know the headliner is gonna feature like these top Korean players, and you really need to be on your game, right? Understanding what's going on. But these second matches just leave you so drained as a caster.
Yo, right? Especially when it's like this. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
we kind of got a taste of it in game one.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, yeah, that was pretty goofy. It can't get much goofier than that, right? No. Apparently not. Holy crap.
So,
Oh,
apparently,
they're figuring out what the, how the veto system had worked? I actually have no idea.
I don't either, honestly. But it looks like our benevolent admin beast is AFK. So, honestly, man, the way I always see these kinds of events is these even tournaments too is like if
There he
everyone
is.
agrees, then whatever, right?
Mhm.
Oh no, he's back. All right. Okay.
There we go.
Ghetto pulls.
Okay, got it.
Interesting way to describe them. That actually
Makes
makes
sense.
sense because if you're vetoing maps to basically process of elimination determine map number 1, that's obviously just going to be for map number 1. You can't say, oh, we're not going to play any more games because they were all vetoed.
On any other map, you can only play on this one map
Yeah, I
for
know.
best of 5.
I know. All right, so let's get this lobby set up and
So you were right.
cap this series off with what is guaranteed to be an epic game number 5.
Oh my god, yo. I mean, it is Infernal Pools.
Mm-hmm.
And last time we were on this map, there was a bit of an island taken, you know,
That's
just
right.
casual third base island.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is
I
rough.
can see Ruff taking both of them. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
He'll float his main one to the top one, and then he'll build another one on the bottom. That would be weird, yo.
Yeah, I mean, if Semper, who by most, most accounts plays pretty standard, right? But he went ahead and took that Ninja Expo.
He totally is, yeah.
So Ruff has to one-up him here, okay? If he wants
Yep.
to... Winter says Ruff needs to defend his honor in Game 5. No, he needs to defend, like, the crazy reputation he has. Okay, he needs to take
sort
both
of defend your
islands.
sanity.
If he doesn't take both islands, I'm going to root against him.
Yeah. We'll never be invited to another Gravity fight night. I'm just kidding.
All right, so let's get into
While
it.
we start, I'm going to run in and get a drink
Okay.
really quick. A bottle of water.
All right.
All right. BRB really quickly as we get into this ace match.
Yes.
Woo.
All right. So while Tempo goes ahead and gets his drink, we have been here for a while, so I actually should do that, but I'll wait till after this game here while we're on a break. But this is game number 5, guys. This is the epic conclusion to this crazy, crazy series. And, well, let's get right into it. So the selection is Infernal Pools, and like Tempo basically mentioned earlier, it has been crazy on this map with the Ninja Expos and whatnot. We'll see if that plays a factor again. But for now, let's look at the players involved. So we do have here the green Zerg spawning on the upper left-hand side. He started off with a really, really hot streak, 2-0, looking like he had it in the bag. But then, well,
Sorry.
his opponent turned things around, and now we're actually in an ace match. So quite a turnaround here. So it is the green Zerg on the upper left-hand side, representing himself and only himself, ladies and gentlemen. We do have here Winter. And Temple, my friend, have you returned?
Yep.
All right.
What is up?
Well, what is up is Winter. Now we need to find out what is down.
Okay. Well played, well played. This guy spawning in the southern location, what about southwest? It is going to be that guy from Team Ascension, used to be on IVD Gaming. It is going to be RuFF. I actually think it was Teamless at the time of it, but he was still like IVD bro.
Yeah, that's right. He was off IVD for a bit. There's that incident that we all know about by now, but you know, it's been a while, and I'm sure, you know, he's expressed his thoughts about it, his regret over it. So, you know, second chances, I think people do deserve them. We all make mistakes.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? He's gotten a third and a fourth chance in this series, and well, he's learned from them, right? He's learned from his 2 losses early on. Now he's tied for an ace match.
Now he's, yeah.
So
It's looking like Winner, yeah, was en route to taking it 3-0, but the fight is strong in this one for sure. RuFF.
Mm-hmm.
And Infernal Pools. I feel like even though Winner picked this map, this is a map that RuFF seems to like call home. You know, he's just like, all right, cool. There's islands, there's gold bases. It's huge. A lot of bases for me to take. What else? What more is there to love too? You know, so.
Yeah, and there's lots of opportunities to hide things, because not just because of the islands, of course, but just because this map is big. You know.
Yep.
We've seen RuFF try to hide stuff, but we've seen Winter try to hide stuff too with that spire. Remember that?
Yeah.
Which
I forgot about the
RuFF
spire.
immediately found with
Oh,
the scan on both possible thirds. So, yeah,
Yep.
man, that's just
forgot
the
about
breaks.
I figured that's so funny that he did it on Secret Springs too. Like, shh, don't tell anybody.
So this is something we have not seen at all. in
Out of
five.
Winner, yeah.
It is
this
Reapers.
This is like Jim Rising's build
Yeah.
that he did.
Uh-huh.
Isn't it on the same map too?
Yeah.
That he did. Oh.
But I was also thinking of these Reapers from RuFF, and they've actually done some decent damage here. Looks like a couple of kills in the name. Mostly, I believe, Lings, yeah. So, 2 Lings so far. But yeah, these are Reapers from RuFF, guys. So this is pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, for sure. Making 2 of them. Decided to stop at 2. Did he actually scout? I know that he was kind of dancing around and trying to kill. Yeah, he saw the voice horn. So that's not bad at all. Getting the Lings and also the scouting. Oh my god, he's gonna get another drone.
Yeah, he does lose one of the Reapers,
He's next
though.
one.
So just modest damage done so far from RuFF, but the scouting is probably the more valuable thing than anything, and he sees the relatively early Roach Warren.
Yeah, and how is he gonna prepare for that? He has a bunker, and he is gonna go into perhaps siege tank production. I don't see a second factory, so
Oh my
I don't think
gosh.
it's gonna be like Blue Flame.
RuFF just came back with that Reaper right after Winter started the really early lair, and then as Winter sees the Reaper, he cancels his lair. I don't know if he did that
Wow.
because if he wanted to hide that from RuFF, or if he just changed his mind, or he made a mistake, but that's some resources lost for that decision.
Yeah.
And the Reaper's still doing a lot of damage. There's no queen at the natural.
Oh, there's not even one at all. Does Winner only have 1 queen right now? A period. Oh man, I don't think RuFF realized that how far away that queen is.
And in the meantime,
You
we have
realize
these
that
4
he could've
roaches
got a
running
lot
up the
of
ramp
kills.
of RuFF. And the tank sends
Oh,
it away
that's probably what
immediately.
got his attention. Yep. Yeah. Winner not really having much luck with these earlier roach pushes,
No.
because RuFF will scout it and then makes a siege tank or 2.
Yeah, I mean, this is not the first time we've seen Winter attempt this, and it is not the first time we've seen it really just get held by RuFF, and pretty easily.
Yeah, really nicely too. And he's already walled off this this natural. I always am afraid of, walling off as a Terran or Protoss. But when you build your first buildings down there, it's a little bit easier, so not bad at all if you're able to get that down, as well as the defensive position. RuFF going back to the roots. That triple starport.
Yes, that triple starport transition, right.
That standard, triple starport transition off of the 2 base.
And this
These
time around,
Reapers, though.
RuFF is taking his third a lot sooner, and I'm sure he's going to be a lot happier with that. Last game, it was so dicey. staying on 2 the whole time. I thought he was going to be able to take the 3rd, but he couldn't the whole game. Now he's going to go ahead and take that island.
Yep, there you have it. Once again, gonna take that island base. He scouted too. He saw exactly what Winter was doing with the Spire. If he was paying attention, he knows that the lair is done. So if he clicked it, he'd be like, "Oh, that's not a spore crawler." So if he's paying attention, hopefully he is. He should be able to deal with the mutas really easily. But I think he's gonna go into Banshee anyway. I don't think he cares.
Yeah,
I don't even know if he cares or not.
All Tech Labs hasn't started Cloak just yet, but you have to believe that's on his mind. Oh, he's going with Ravens instead.
There he goes into the Ravens, right?
Yeah.
So makes more sense. You know, he's not gonna be like, you know what, YOLO, just go in with a bunch of Banshees and say that, okay, I'm gonna lose these. No, playing it safe, going right into the Ravens. But the mutas are gonna, I bet they're gonna ravage that 3rd. The island, there's no turrets over there.
Yeah, the mutas definitely are going to have a good time over here. Well, not now these 2 turrets are being built. They'll probably be finished by the time the mutas arrive. But, yeah, this is almost very similar to what we saw between Semper and Jim Rising. But Jim Rising found out about that 3rd way later. And
way later.
Yeah.
Yep. That was painful.
You know, Winter hasn't actually confirmed the island base either. But he does have an Overlord on this possible 3rd location. He sees nothing.
Mm-hmm. He's actually taking a gold himself, so he figures, I mean, to be honest, the gold is the most viable base probably in these positions. Like, although you can use that, you can abuse the high ground, he has a roach that is there to spot, but, like, you're expanding away from your opponent, and it's, a little bit safer than this one.
Yeah, and in the meantime, we're going to see RuFF continue to mix in Banshees and Ravens, just going with that Sky Terran build. Muta, a scouting Muta, I guess? You don't really see that often.
No.
It's one Muta going in there to scout. Kind of surprised why he doesn't just like make this Overlord or something an Overseer. But
Overlord it, yeah.
Yeah.
Where the rest of them? They were just like, yo, we have an idea. I dare you to fly over that turret for 5 seconds.
Yeah. Now there's going to be 4 more turrets over here, by the way, in this corner.
Yeah. And, oh man, that Overlord for Winter right outside of that island is like so close to discovering that. But right now, I mean, you have to think as Winter that RuFF would not be, or he could be on 2 base because the last games he was denying it. But this game, he hasn't denied any bases, you know, like he's just looking around at the locations, but he hasn't gone to the. There he goes. He's gonna go check it, and he will find out.
Yeah, and you know the interesting thing is, RuFF is making this a planetary fortress, by the way, not an orbital commitment. So he's like thinking, he's maybe concerned about Nidus as a possibility.
Nidus, yeah. Damn. Not messing around. Well, I mean, judging from his first game, he's probably just gonna make a bunch of orbitals in his as he drops down a command center. But
that is
I was gonna say a bunch of orbitals in his mainers and that. Yeah.
He will not be short of orbitals when it's all said and done. These Vikings putting in work, taking out pretty much all the overlords in the area. If he remembers, he can probably try to finish off this one too, the one that scouted the island base, because RuFF does know about that, of course, with the missile turret attacking it.
Yeah. So RuFF decided to kind of do what he did in the first game, but he skipped the Banshee completely because of the really, really fast Muta. He's comfortably on 3 bases. You notice that he took the gas at his planetary, not really mining too much minerals because he's only limited by that, especially when he's going for that many Raven. So gonna look like it will be a Raven Viking comp, straight up Sky Terran, man.
Yep, and now that Sky Terran's gonna make its move on the natural of Winter, or sorry, the main base of Winter. It's a hive that's here, but not much else.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Not a lot of resistance here from Winter, and look at all these auto turrets.
Oh my god, yeah, that is so many auto turrets. And his units are way out of position here. And that's just energy that he used. Mining time has been forced off. And he might even lose a burst to these. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, Winter going Roach Hydra again, I think on this map, he's got to be worried now because there's so many open spaces around your bases that Sky Terran is extremely viable. And if you have Roach Hydra, you're just not going to be able to cover all your bases easily. It's just not easy for you to maneuver around and defend what is all air right now coming out of RuFF.
Yeah, and RuFF has so much space to just kind of fly around, and he's just getting all of these units up. Is he getting double upgrade yet? It doesn't look like it, but he's chilling. Like he's probably as happy as can be. He didn't die in the early game. Was able to get that island base relatively easily. And Winner is just like, all right, I gotta play the War of Attrition, but this map, man, is pretty damn big. And if he lets RuFF get on this 4th base, if he gets up to that, like, you see players like Gumiho do it, where they just get this ridiculous Sky Terran army. They get like battle cruisers with it too, and just push forward and totally just. Oh man, it's like Shaquille O'Neal slam dunking on Miley Cyrus, man.
Miley Cyrus. How did you think of that one? I was thinking you were gonna say another basketball player's name, and then you chose Miley Cyrus. Like, wow.
Back in like the Hannah Montana days, man.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you talk about War of Attrition. One really important way to win one of those is to deny your opponent's bases. And we see RuFF taking 4 now and not looking at losing anything. So that's going to be a huge difference from what we saw in game number 1. And it's going to be a lot harder for Winner to compete if he doesn't do something about it.
Yeah, remember, we were complimenting him so much that the one constant thing that Winner had been doing was denying RuFF's bases, and this isn't happening in this game at all. RuFF has just been kind of, this map is his playground. The thing is, too, is that Winter picked this map, and RuFF even said, no, I vetoed it, but he didn't, the way that the veto system works was only for the first map, so.
And with the...
Big counterattack here, though. Oh.
Yeah, sent away quickly by all these tanks, and I don't think RuFF is mad that he's playing on this map at this point. Look at this ninja expansion by Winter. Both of them taken out, and now RuFF is going to continue pushing here slowly with this this auto turret push of sorts.
Yeah, how much resource? Damn, yo, look at the resources lost tab. For Winner, has lost almost 5K, and RuFF has only lost about 400.
Oh my gosh, RuFF has
wow.
That is so cost effective. Losing 386 at 19 minutes?
Yeah, 3 units have been lost. What the hell?
The man is invincible.
And there were 2 Reapers. There's 2 Reapers have died this game, and then there might be like a cancel or something.
Yeah, and you know what? He's
crap.
yoinking these Ravens, but the problem is these Hydras can't even kill anything because of the point defense drones.
Nope.
The yoinks are useless.
Yeah. He just got the Ultralist though, but I mean, what Ultralist gonna do against Banshees, Ravens, and Vikings? That's a lot of tanks. They're never gonna get surface area either.
Absolutely, and of course the Planetaries are also great for wearing down Ultras. Winter now is just virtually incapable of denying any bases, and what is he doing right now? Just going with Ultra, staying with the ground units. I really think he should have considered going with Spire and sticking with it.
Yeah, I thought I saw him drop one, but he didn't use it. He has 1 upgrading at the natural, but he's not making anything out of it. He has a lot of money and a lot of gas, but he keeps on losing these bases. At least the kind of satellite ones are around. But he's trying to take other ones. He's like, you take them down, then 2 more will come up in its place.
I mean, I totally get it. It's very frustrating playing against this style from RuFF because you have to do so much and get so much just to kill off what you see as so little from the Terran, just from a cost effectiveness standpoint. But, you know, you almost always have to go Swarmless Corrupt in this situation, or Viper, and then that will really combat this. But if you go ground against Sky Terran, it's going to be too much for you. It always will be.
Yeah, I mean, when the Ravens get so much energy too, those point defense drones make the Hydras pretty useless. And while they do kill it pretty fast, the time that the tanks are like shelling away at you, and you gotta dodge Seeker missiles, and it's really, really difficult. This 4-base play is just the stage that this kind of Terran loves to be in, and he got there pretty easily. Like, you know, this was not a very hard journey. He kind of just casually got up to 4 bases and unseized tanks though.
Tanks have been blinded, but the point defense drones are all over the place, as well as Seeker missiles, and Winter is going to see a lot of his units be engulfed in explosions. A few more Seeker missiles going
That's
down.
a lot more. Oh my god.
A lot of action going on.
Well, yeah, that was pretty crazy. A lot of Seeker missiles, but just with that, when it does, at least RuFF actually starts to lose some units finally.
Yes, that's true. That's a start, right?
So, that's I mean, Winter does have a great bank. How much larva does he actually have? He only has 14 larva. So despite having this big bank, getting all of his bases sniped off means that he's not able to really produce. And, yeah, he's really lacking in the gas department, too.
He's lacking in queens altogether. Of course, his main base is getting kind of ravaged right now by these turrets. But if you look at bases 3 and 4, there are no queens at either of these. And the one in the natural is sort of sitting on a lot of energy. So that's going to lead to a lot less production coming out of Winter. Now, one thing Winter can say for himself here, and that's why he has been able to withstand those Seeker missiles, is because he has +3 Carapace. So with that, that's why he's been able to, you know, despite all those missiles going off, he hasn't just lost everything all in one shot, but
Yeah, he's up to 3-3, actually. His upgrades are really nice.
They are very nice, absolutely. So RuFF still has a way.
Yeah, RuFF is kind of slacking on that one, for sure. 2-1. But I guess the thing that he has going for him is that Seeker missiles don't benefit from attack, I guess. So
yeah,
he's like, I don't need upgrades.
Yeah, that's true. The Vikings do, though.
Yeah, Vikings are great for it.
And actually, auto turrets, like themselves, don't they
Really?
also benefit from the upgrades? I believe they do.
I would assume.
I believe they do.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Yeah. So.
Because I remember when Infested Terrans used to get it, but then they took it away. I always wondered if auto turrets do. We'll find out if he puts any more down, but some more Seeker missiles going down. Bam! Oh, that Hydra, man.
Yeah. You know, Hydras at some point, no matter how many upgrades you get for those
damn.
guys, they're still going to be squishy.
Glass cannon. Oh, these bases getting taken out again. Getting found by this Hellbat. And RuFF is going to expand to a 5th. And he wouldn't even allow Winter to get to that amount of bases. But he's holding on, you know? Like, RuFF is just kind of pulling them all over the place. And he's only at the expense of energy.
Yeah, I mean, Ravens are obviously extremely cost-effective. I mean, you can have you can attack by proxy, right? Well, look at these auto turrets doing the work for you, and you just fly away. Like
and then fly away. It's just like, peace. See you later. Have fun. And the Winter is just scrambling. Oh, yeah, you made a really good point earlier. Like, flying in, doing that, and then making Winter move his army all the way. That is so far from his third. Even though they're right next to each other, it's like, so close, but yet so far. Gonna need to get some Vipers to pull his units from the third to the main or something.
Ooh, Winter's gonna get a
Zone
great
units.
intercept on these tanks. This is gonna be a great pickoff for Winter, but the Vikings do show up to defend those tanks. Winter tried to attack that expansion, the island expansion, but with so many turrets around, it's just really difficult to pull off, even with this amount of units.
You'll even notice that he's barely mined at the minerals. Like, this base was literally just to get his Sky Terran army up. And then everything else is just, you know... Oh! Gotta watch out, though. Good point defense drones.
The Seeker missiles are right hovering over those mutas.
Kamikaze!
Oh!
Is it enough? I don't know, man. The Vikings have decent upgrades now, I guess.
Now that the Hydras have
No, they're
arrived, that
actually
may
still on
change
2-1.
things.
Or 1-2. They actually are not on good upgrades. Hydralists are going ham here.
Yeah, point defense.
Winter has a
are
good
out.
bank. Yeah. But another counterattack with these mutas at the 4th location of RuFF. A lot of turrets though, and those siege tanks, man. You're not gonna allow any of those ground units to go. Oh, but the Ultras are gonna find that siege tank. That was gonna probably try to siege up at the gold that has been mined out. There's actually nothing there except for gas. There's no gold gas incoming, by the way. So.
And auto turrets do have armor upgrades, but it doesn't look like they have weapons. No, they don't. They do
No,
not.
huh? Oh.
Actually, I gotta confirm this, and I should know this,
Right.
honestly. I feel like they made
I
shared
don't.
upgrade with missile turrets. The
Oh.
range upgrade? I forget what it's called.
High second auto trucking?
Yes.
Or a different one.
That's what it's called.
I never know what the names are. I always get them so confused.
Yeah. Because no
Yeah,
one
the
ever
towering
makes them.
building armor.
No one ever gets those
Yeah.
upgrades, that's why.
Exactly.
So,
But you know what? This is not too bad for winter.
oh, except
no.
that was. Oh my gosh. That was massive. Those explosions
Oh
right
my
there.
god. That is a 6 Seeker missile hit. And, you know, I feel like RuFF is doing a lot of good damage. He was going around killing the bases, but then I guess he got bored of that because now he's just kind of looking at the army instead. And,
Yeah, Winter able to
hasn't
slip
really
that high
stopped
drop.
Winter from mining anymore.
Yeah, and now Winter is starting to push up to this natural here. Looks like he's broken through the wall. Vultures on Thor, always a good matchup. Plenty of auto turrets now trying to help out, and I think RuFF is now just going to rely strictly. He's still making tanks, so
Yeah, I mean, but he added 4 starports too. So I don't see I almost called it a fleet beacon, but the fusion core, the battle cruiser machine thingy thing.
well, I will say this: these Hydras are not Hydras. Well, there are Hydras, but the Ravens are running low on energy, and with that means there's not going to be as much of a capability to defend. Now these Vikings on the
the
ground,
Hydras
though,
are putting in work.
I never thought I'd say this in the match, but Vikings are pushing back the Hydras.
Only here on hitbox.tv/Team Gravity.
Only with RuFF, actually.
Yeah, true.
As much as I'd like
That
to
was
have
actually
Hitbox
really
take
good by
credit.
Winter. Yeah. Because it's a 3. You saw the upgrades pretty much shining there. For the Roach Hydra, well, the Hydra Ultra, I guess, who are fully upgraded as well. I didn't know that he got up to +3 attack with the melee. I don't even know what to make of this game, man. I feel like if RuFF didn't hold there, production would have got camped, and then that probably would have been Winner's game. But he was barely able to hold with those Vikings, surprisingly.
Yeah. And we have this island as a storage location for command centers.
Scans for everybody.
Yeah, lots of
Oh my
scans
God.
going around. RuFF just wanting to see what bases he can attack. And he's going to go after this one first. We'll be able to take it out quite easily, no resistance.
Very. Yeah, so they have the Terran build and plating. Auto turrets benefit from that. That's cool.
You know, one thing Winter... We have seen RuFF deny bases all game long against Winter, but we have not seen Winter do the same thing.
He hasn't been able to, right? Like he's...
I don't think he knows
He
about this
could.
base on the lower right, for starters. Let's check his
That
vision.
could be it,
He
too.
doesn't. He
Yeah.
doesn't.
He hasn't seen it. I'm a little bit... I'm wondering what RuFF wants to do. Like, he has a bunch of money, and it's not like he's limited by gas. But he added 4 starports, and I thought that he was going to be going into, like, you know, BCs or something, or... But it looks like he's just going to make Banshees now. I don't know, man. He's supply blocked at the moment.
Yeah, I think RuFF realized that he needed a little help to deal with some of the ground units that, Seeker missiles. I mean, Winter's done a pretty reasonable job of microing against them, splitting off the units when need be. And so, you know, if your Seeker missiles aren't getting the hits they need, you're going to need a little bit more help with anti-ground. So we got some of the Banshees there, but there are a lot of Mutas out too now, so some Vikings may help out.
I would say so. Winter's maxed out. The army that he has, 3 Ultras, a bunch of Hydras, and a lot of Mutas. So he's going like straight into Muta. I don't know whatever his air upgrades. I think he's on 3 too, man. So get some codes out too.
I'll tell you this: if a Zerg player has 3 upgrades for the ground and 3 upgrades for the air, you know it's been a really long game.
Yep, another one. 36 minutes. This one so far. These 2, man.
I mean, this game is easily going to eclipse Game 1, and you know what? It's fair enough. I mean,
yeah.
it's an ace match. if there should be one epic game, it should definitely be the one that closes out that show match.
The last one, yeah. And then after that, you get Solar versus
Versus
was it Heart?
Good deal.
Man,
Right.
oh man, hi, yeah, it's crazy. Two like really sick Korean players.
So right now these Hydras are kind of roaming outside here, like wishing they could hop this river, but they can't. And
Yeah, like grab onto a Mutalisk, like their tail and just fly across or something.
yeah. Winter even takes his base over here at the gold, by the way. Just doesn't care.
Why not? Yep.
Finally,
Oh,
Winter
Ruff-
assaults his base. He should be able
Yeah,
to take this
finally.
one, although the Ultras are kind of waiting to get in on the action.
Yo, the Mutas with the +3 upgrades kill turrets so fast, and they barely take any damage from
Yeah.
them. Well, I mean, not unless it's a turret ring, though. That's a lot. But, you know, now Winner's actually going around, finally starting to snipe bases of RuFF. Funniest part, though, is that there are no SCVs even mining. RuFF just takes the base to take it.
Yeah, and drops mills.
Just, yeah,
He does have quite a few
still
SCVs
put a
out,
planetary
though.
here.
He's got 52. Where are they, actually? I think they're oversaturating this natural. You can probably start to throw some of these guys away. But RuFF,
Yeah.
he's got a huge bank right now, but he needs to get back on the mining. But let's see how this engagement goes.
Well, the Mutas are getting pushed away. Finally, these upgrades on the Vikings are starting to kick in. He's at 3-1. So, I guess you don't even need armor upgrade if you have point defense drones, right? Like, if it's active, then the Vikings aren't going to take the damage anyway.
Yeah, it's like giving your units like
Yeah.
invisibility cheat,
Right?
or the God mode. God mode.
Yup. That is a scary army, man. That is... How many freaking Banshees is that? 14. Look at them all move, too. Like... How do they do it in such unison without crashing into each other?
On this bottom side, looks like that natural has finally been broken by Winter, and he's also cleaned up all the units that were defending it. So RuFF is gonna have to make a decision here. Does he continue denying bases? Is he gonna return to clean that up? And I think he's making the right choice here. I mean, there's not as much to defend at home right now. He's got this army that's virtually unengageable by Reserve without basically losing everything, right? I mean, Winter's gonna have to throw
Yeah.
at least 2, maybe 2.5 armies at this to possibly kill it off, right? So at this point,
He
RuFF
doesn't
should
even
just
have 2.5 armies. He barely has half of an army, man. Like,
Yeah.
if you look at it, he's getting withered away. He's getting whittled down. And once again, the Mutas try. And it's no luck. It's no luck. This is his last mining base. Barely mining, if you even want to call it a mining base. But
this is probably Winter's last stand.
this
here.
base going down. I think so, man. I think this is gonna. Whoa!
Without those
The
reviews.
Kamikaze Mutas.
And that may have been Winter's best chance, sort of just engulfed in flames there.
Exactly. Ah, man. Well, what a fight he's put up. He's not mining, though. The income, pretty pathetic.
Yep.
For both players, actually. We gotta know that RuFF has lost a lot of workers himself. How many workers are being... Yeah. Whoa! RuFF has killed 120. Sorry, I get like... So sometimes I look at the tab and I'm just like,
That
what
is
the
a
hell?
lot, right? And you know what? RuFF still has a massive bank. The gas
Yep.
isn't... It looks like a lot, but, you know, actually, if he needs to replace a few of these air units, that'll dry up pretty quick. But nonetheless, he's got 170 supply right now of just mostly Sky Terran. Whereas you
Yeah.
look at Winter, he just doesn't have much of anything. So we're going to probably see RuFF clean up that last mining base right here. And be that.
Looks to be the end, man. So much energy on these Ravens. He's not even going to bother to do a Seeker Missile because he doesn't want to risk all of those Mutas flying into his Ravens. So, yeah, that is just... What a scary army, man. And
I mean, ultimately,
I
you
think
know...
Winter, yeah, he might have to just tap out.
The Sky Terran just is too cost effective in comparison to any ground unit you can possibly make a Zerg. It's just, there's too many things at Terran's disposal to take out those units. And so, yeah, I mean, once it gets to this kind of a number, it's like, what do you even do?
I mean, you just have to maybe try to go Infesta or something and get a godly fungal, but damn!
Damn, indeed.
RuFF, bringing it back from the dead.
Yeah, man, that's the name of Team Gravity Fight Night, is you go down 2-0, and then you just win 3 in a row, and then have the most hard-earned $10 of your life at your fingertips.
Yep.
So that's going to be the final
you
score,
fought
guys.
for that, man.
Yeah.
245 workers were created by winning that game, by the way.
Man, oh man, oh man.
245.
That's so much. So many workers
That's a
he
lot
had to
of
replace
workers.
the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness.
Jesus. Wow. And I thought that the other game was like...
My brain is
that
fried.
series just... Yo, man.
How's yours going?
That series, man. I don't know I don't even know what real life is anymore, man.
No. And then we have probably, the most intellectually challenging match coming up to cover, so that's going to be fun.
Yep.
Yeah, but
I think we got that one out of the way. That was the enough cray.
Yep, so that's going to be the final score, guys. It's going to be 3-2 in favor of RuFF. A very hard-earned show match for RuFF, but he was able to, really just, after being in a 0-2 hole, able to win 3 in a row, and, well, that's that. So congratulations to him,
Okay,
and
yeah.
thanks again to Winter for participating. He's not only been a player, but he's also casted as well with you, right, Tempo? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, really well done. I mean, RuFF though. I mean, I was like, damn, yo, it's looking grim. But I know that winner had streamed for like I don't know how long.
Yeah.
You could probably see the endurance. But he's like, oh, if I just win this last game, I got it. But then he barely, RuFF takes it.
Yeah.
And he's like, crap.
Fatigue could very well be a thing. I actually read in chat earlier someone said that he had been streaming for like 28 hours, which is crazy. Like,
That is a lot of hours, man.
I
yeah.
feel fatigued, and I've only sat here for like 3 and almost 4 hours, so I got nothing on that guy. But he put up a hard fight, and he's always game to be a part of fight night. So what, big thanks to him, and again, thanks to RuFF too, and congratulations to him. So we'll go into a break right now. I think Tempo and I could really use one. Am I right? Speaking for the both of us here.
Indeed, yeah.
So we'll be right back. And when we do, guys, it's going to be the match you have been all waiting for. It is going to be Heart versus Solar. 2 really, really impressive Korean players. And we'll be right back.
Indeed.